is I lost a fucking arm in that stupid fucking dungeon.
Yeah, that was bad.
I think it was just a hand, but if you want to move it up to an arm, that's fine.
Whatever. I lost something that allowed me not to shoot a bow as a hunter. Is all I remember.
Hang on, didn't we have? I'm guessing it was like a collective fever dream where we all thought we were in Cyberpunk Red, and then ended up not being there.
No gaslight us right now, Jim.
It was a collective fever dream. The only person that didn't suffer that fever dream was Graziano, because he did not get put flat on his ass.
I didn't. And if I recall either. And if I recall correctly as well, I'm pretty sure that was my fault.
You told us all to get in the portal and that we were going through the portal, and we're like, there's no way he would lead us down the path of destruction. Not Bartleby.
All right, you guys really pay attention. And then we found the.
And we were.
I'm guessing we also, while we were doing that, we stumbled across the bookcase thing.
So
and
reversing slightly back, we were there because we were hunting a wizard, because we got a mission from the Green Dragon to basically like die or bring me the souls of like 3 elder magi or something. Am I making this up? That is the right campaign.
That is
right. Correct.
We were already on a journey as well, though, to try to uncover more information about the dragon's attack, because she was attacking, which I don't know if we ever flushed out if it was the same dragon we were worried about as the one that actually came up to us, or if that was a different elder dragon. But
we killed that dragon's kid as like an undead.
It was already dead.
Thing. Yeah.
Technically, we killed a guy that was already dead. They were eating the dogs.
He was dead when I got here. The thing I'm not confused about, though, or the thing I am confused about that I'm not sure, the wizard, we were already going for a wizard. So when it was like, bring me some wizard souls, we were like, great, we're doing that anyway because of something from our hometown.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that connection?
We're tracking down the ringleaders of the cult that was connected with the Green Dragon before it got zombified into and did the whole slavery thing, right? Then we that cult was also behind ransacking our hometown. That's what we found that out
and that was the cult of the dragon.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, Trey?
Yes. Some
Trey's
right,
like, yes,
mostly wrong. You guys were in Rheoman's sanctum because you took a job from Tony Dukines to go and recover a sword. And
and that
you are currently
nicely
looking for a sword.
Thing.
Tony has promised you information on people that you are seeking either in Waterdeep or in the instance of Varric Marr, the guy that killed, I think, Brennan Kincaid's uncle back in Thunder Tree. He has promised you information on their whereabouts in exchange for bringing him this sword that was supposedly commissioned by Rheoman the Mage. And you guys went to Rheoman's cottage. You found a teleportation circle with the lower half of a mage's body and half of the spellbook in it. There were a lot of overdue rent notices for a Masalan mausoleum in the Halls of the Dead, or like basically the Waterdeep city graveyards. So you went to the mausoleum. You found a bunch of fucking anti-wizard entry shit. Let me ask you this: how many of you actually read the synopsis that I put for the previous episode in Discord?
I read it. Right.
Okay.
Where would that be?
Don't fucking lie, John.
Not sure. I knew where it was.
Now, it's fine if you did not, because when I went back and watched our last session, the recording cut off before the stuff about the bookcase and shit, so I don't know if we actually covered that or if Jim just fucking hauled ass into the teleportation circle and sent you guys to fucking Cyberpunk universe.
I remember this part because we went into the teleportation circle, and then we got teleported to Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
And then we had like a group consensus right before we stopped playing that like you didn't feel like running Cyberpunk, we didn't feel like playing Cyberpunk, and then we went on hiatus. So we never actually got to the bookcase.
Okay, so
we were pretty fucked up from the fight, and we had said that we were, because we thought that the teleport was going to go back to the house that we had already been into. And so we were going to go back to the house, and we were like, oh, that's just going to lead us to the house. And then it was like, not today, Satan. And then we went to somewhere else.
Okay,
But
so
that's why, because we were like, if whatever's behind that bookcase will really fucking suck. So we're just going to go heal, and then we can come back, because, you know, teleportation is so, you know, dependable.
yeah, so based on last session, where the video cut out, Cyberpunk Land was a fever dream. You all got glimpses of a future you're never going to be part of. As I understand it, Bartleby is dead, and you guys are waiting 2 days to resurrect him with Graziano Blazefire's super staff of kickassery.
That's
well,
right.
wait. If we didn't do the cyber, how did I die?
You died because you took a fireball to the face.
Then how did I get everybody in the teleporter?
That's an excellent question, Jim. I'm thinking that we probably went ahead and waited those 2 days, and then they resurrected you, and then you put everybody in the teleporter. But I don't know, because
Yeah.
it's not on film. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. I think the bottom line here is that I revealed a bookcase that you guys didn't necessarily discover. So, there you go. There's pictures on the wall that show a very distinct arrayment of books on the bookcase. Would anyone like to recreate that photo?
I don't have
Hey
a
guys,
picture.
I bet if we make the bookcase look like it does in the pictures, something cool will happen.
Well, as long as it's not a fucking fever dream of some future that I will never experience, I'm down.
Look,
But
dude.
before
look,
we do that, maybe I should drink a potion or something, because I'm fucking hurt.
Uh,
look,
I-
can we just
without
all
a-
agree that any fever dream that I make everyone go through is better than you fucking a dragon? Okay.
No,
Thanks.
no, that was the dream that I lived. I got to live the dream
You did.
together, me and the dragon. It was beautiful.
I am armless, hallucinating, and effectively one fucking mosquito bite from dying. So
Yeah.
I don't want to do fucking shit.
I died one time.
I died one time.
Not at this character, you didn't.
For the love of God.
Yeah, he did,
Roz,
actually. I think Graziano
Roz.
got killed in his first fucking play
Yeah.
session.
Yeah.
We're fucking sorry already. Get over it. You're stuck with us.
He was like, I'm with my mom.
Yeah, we know. You were happy. We get it.
There were only 2 virgins. The rest of them were skanks.
The other 97.
Either way, I don't
Yeah.
want to jump in a portal that apparently has a 50-50 shot of taking my legs with me at this point. So
You don't
I think
know
we
that's
should
gonna
rest. I didn't say I
Yeah,
know.
you-
I said 50-50.
So
don't know if
there's,
it's a
just to be
good
clear, there are 2 different portals here. The portal in the bookcase is totally different from the teleportation circle that is currently broken on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That has a sense of foreboding.
No, well, you mean it's like a
All right.
portal, like, is it like a door portal, or is it like a portal?
Like, you can look... Have you put the books back together on the bookshelf?
Yes.
Okay, when you put the books back together on the bookshelf, mimicking and recreating the images that are on the actual murals on the walls, it's almost like you've got a Xerox printer that prints between all the fucking books, and as it does this, the books almost seem to phase out of existence, like an elevator door opening, and when this happens, you can look straight through the bookshelf out into a sunny, just fucking open field with a large stone, probably 600 or 700 yards out into the field that you can see from where you're at. It looks like a speck. You're so fucking far away from it. But you can look through there, and it's just sunny skies and fucking... It looks like Elysium. You've got waves of bending fucking grain just flowing in the fucking breeze out there.
So 1, I trust it fucking less now. It
Yep.
looks too good to be
Yep.
true.
Yep.
2, is it a black, tall obelisk that I'm looking at in the distance?
Actually, yeah, it kind of is.
Is it the same one that, like, cursed my other arm?
I mean, it looks similar. You'd have to get closer to investigate.
Fucking damn it. Because I forgot until you just
we
said
drink-
it. I forgot that my other arm is fucking cursed by some sort of rune thing.
You know, now that you
And then I
mention that,
lost my
Chris,
other
go
arm.
ahead and roll 3d6 for me.
God damn it!
Is there a smell of sulfur?
Oh, we're good.
Oh, that's all over. Should
Uh,
I drink a health potion then before we, like, I mean, basically, if I'm not mistaken, Susu's pretty.
can I? If we can, like, I'm assuming while this is going down, I could like 5-minute rest and take a fucking health die.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody can do that.
A short rest. Okay, I'll take. It only took 2 years, but we
Wow.
can get a short rest.
Wow. I can now survive 2 fucking mosquito. God damn it.
Where do I do it?
So if you look on the first page of your character sheet, if you go down to where it says HD, it has a dice. Just pick up that die, roll it in the chat, and it'll automatically do the health update. Oof,
Alright.
we're kicking ass.
Wait, which one is the character die?
My health just went
Double
down.
click on your character up top, and you should see like your character sheet. It starts at the top with your name, and then says like class level, yada 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 yada. At the very
I went from
bottom.
20
Oh,
I went
No,
from
your
23
your
health to
wounds went
21.
down.
Yeah, your wounds should have gone down. When your wounds meet, when your wounds meet your max, you're dead.
I forgot that. That's right.
Uh,
I have a couple health potions if you guys would like a sip.
I mean, I guess I'll just wait a little bit and take a second health die later.
You guys gonna do this? I gotta kick my kids off the internet because my system is slowed to a crawl.
sure. Yeah,
Okay.
that's cool. Okay, so I have my character sheet up.
Yes.
I see abilities and saves.
Underneath you where the wounds
yeah,
are.
see at the very bottom it has like a heart, says wound max temp. And then at the very, very bottom it says there's
Yes.
like a hit, there's like a picture of a dice, some sort of
Yep.
dice.
4.
Just pick up
Got
that
it.
die,
Yeah.
roll it in the chat,
Got it.
and it'll
Thank you so
automatically do
much.
it for you. Yeah.
2.
Boom.
Recovery.
So
I'm
you
already
should. So
the
your
cat sound is
so
driving me nuts.
your wounds should have gone down by whatever you just rolled, basically.
My wound. Yeah, yes, I went from 27 to 22. I feel
So-
good.
So should I not drink a potion of health? Should we?
We're using revised rules, aren't we?
We were. I don't know if we still are. I assume we still are.
I plan
The
on it.
hardcore rules.
I plan on using hardcore rules for all intents and purposes right now. Since I can't remember them, we're just gonna go with whatever Jim remembers. So let's just
Okay.
push forward.
If you need them, I have a copy of those rules. I can send to you later.
I think I've got a Word file, but I just haven't had time to look at it yet.
No worries.
I was looking at my, I'm just like, wait,
I would like.
yeah, I remember we did it. I'll find them. They should be in Dropbox somewhere, or Google Drive.
We are going to roll with it.
So I would like to. I would like to roll a survival check. To like basically try and determine if what we're seeing out there is real. And if
Go
I have
for
to
it.
step through, the portal to do it, then so be it.
I don't really want to see you lose your other hand.
You can
well,
roll
you got a better
survival.
idea?
I think it. What would it be to dispel an illusion, Jim? Is that going to be like a fucking perception check to disbelieve or something?
All right. So in order to, if you think it's an illusion, you can roll to disbelieve it. If it's like a physical illusion and you think it's not real and you touch it, like if you walk in, if you're like, this isn't an illusion and I'm running into it, that'll just dispel it, right? Like if you're ready to smash your face into a wall, but you run into an illusionary wall, you will still run through it. You're not gonna have a physical reaction to an illusionary wall.
Yeah.
Like interacting with it will dispel it, or it's the DC of the illusion spell versus your perception roll.
Or I'm more just, I guess, just trying to determine if I can tell where it's at or anything like that. Make sure that it's like real and not a trap type of thing. I don't believe it's an illusion. I think I'm just trying to make sure that it's not like that it is 100% nature, effectively. That it's not like trapped or the actual the space outside. I want to do my hunter sense shit and figure out what I can figure out from where we're at from the thing.
Okay, go ahead and give me
I just linked in chat the drive.
Give me a survival roll. We'll say DC 15, and I'll give you as much information as I think you can glean by looking through a portal in a bookshelf.
There we go. See if I get it first. I do not. Never mind. I'm fucked up.
Looking through the bookshelf, this looks like rolling plains that you might see a little bit farther inland. It's a little bit too arid out on the Sword Coast where you're at right now to have this kind of vegetation. Your best assumption is that based on the audio-sensorial information that you're getting through the portal, this looks to be an actual place, but given the circumstances that you're in, this obviously is a portal to not necessarily maybe another dimension, but at least a portal to another fucking location on Faerun. It looks real to you. It doesn't necessarily look like an illusion, but you won't know that until you step forward and try to grasp some of the grass and actually interact with the objects on the other side.
Sure.
Can I roll Arcana on this?
Yeah. So you sense definitely a large magical presence coming from the bookshelf, but it is so large that you can't really tell if it's something that's coming from the other side of the portal that you're looking through. Honestly, Bartleby, you know better than anybody. A wizard's sanctum is going to be guarded with all kinds of powerful magical wards. This is par for the fucking course. They're going to cast so much shit in here that even fucking Elminster wouldn't be able to tell what the fuck he's looking at without actually going in and investigating.
Would I be able to use perception here?
Yeah.
Can I use danger sense?
Fuck yeah.
I would like to use danger sense.
Well, here, Gus, go ahead and roll me perception.
Oh. I'm hitting buttons here. I'm wondering if I'm screwing things up. Okay, I'm going to roll that. Where's my thing? Which one is that?
Perception. Click on your character. I think it's going to be on your main sheet.
I main. Yep.
Okay, so you're on main where it says senses right in the middle. That 16. Yep. If you double click that, it should roll your perception.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm double clicking on it. It's not working. I have 16 plus, right in the middle of senses. Oh, is that it right here? No.
That's not letting me double click it either.
Okay, good.
Alright, let's try skills. If you go over to skills, where perception is, where it says +6, click the little die next to that. Try clicking it once.
One time. Did it? Didn't work?
Okay, if that didn't work, double click it. It should roll.
Got it. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Sgraziano, as you step forward to the bookcase and you peer through, are you going to put any appendage of yours or anything through the bookshelf? Are you trying to grab anything on the other side, or are you just looking?
Fuck me. You know what? I'm going to put my hand through it.
Okay. When you put your hand through, instantly you feel the warm bathe of sunlight as it cascades down over your forearm, and as you wave your hand over the tall grain that is in the field there, it feels like real grass to you. And as you look out over the field, this looks like basically just it's the fields of fucking Illinois. As you look out, it's perfectly flat. You see it kind of rolls up into a little bit of a mountainous kind of area out in the distance. But one thing you do notice, way out in the distance, as you look out and kind of trace up into the sky, there's almost kind of a shimmering around the edge of it. It almost looks like could be maybe like the edge of a fishbowl or something. Like maybe there's almost like this place is encased in glass up till a certain point in the sky. You see just kind of a shimmer of a mirage out in the distance, out in the sky, far away from you.
Guys, this all feels really good, but I got a bad feeling about this.
Do we have other options? to get out of here. I don't think we do. We actually don't, do we?
Okay. So
Didn't we get like magically teleported here? So we
Trey.
don't act. It is not
So
actually.
you guys went through Masalan Mausoleum, and then you went down into the dried well where you found the corpse of Chester A. Cobblepot, and then you used, I think, Mage Hand to prestidigitation a rope or something up into this chamber, and you climb the rope up into this room. So you theoretically you could go back out the way you came in.
Gotcha. Okay.
all right. So we can do. Why don't we take a long rest so everybody can, start to feel better. Let me wait. Hang on. What are the fucking rules on long rest for this?
Do we have anything that can regrow a hand?
Not at the moment.
Lunch, or do we?
I have some medicine. Let me see what my thing says.
Once I hit 9 level spells, I can wish you a hand.
Which one?
Yeah, not now though. Reading XP there. Hang on one second. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out.
No, you're good.
I can diagnose an illness.
Healing.
His
rest.
hand's gone.
Your hand. Totally gone. You're welcome.
Would danger sense help me at all on this tray? I mean, it was pretty much the same thing as the perception. Like, can I sense? It says you gain an uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be. So do I feel a spidey tingle?
I mean, I would say you definitely feel a spidey tingle, but it's not necessarily because anything through the bookcase, because you're standing in a wizard's sanctum. Everything around you is not as it should be.
Yes,
Listen,
everything is
Okay.
Now, now tell him the last time he didn't feel the spidey tingle.
All right, Trey. I
Yes.
have a question. Right now, like we're in no immediate danger, right?
No, not currently.
We have.
That you know of.
Yeah.
All right, just. I have a plan, guys. Are there materials here that I can research?
Yeah, there's books and pamphlets and spell scrolls galore all around you here. Now, a good bit of it has been not necessarily destroyed, but scattered around the room because all the fireballs and shit that were just fired everywhere. But as any good mage knows, you're going to protect your stuff. So it hasn't necessarily been destroyed. It's just been severely disorganized.
Okay, so let's do this. We have rations. We have enough stuff. We should let's take a full, like, no one's feeling really well, right? And we don't want to walk into something that's potentially going to lose someone another hand, or a dragon fucking appendage, or whatever. So why don't you guys rest, right? Like, I feel great. I just need to recover my spell slots. Apparently I took no damage at all. So why don't you guys rest, take a couple days, get yourself like back into peak fighting shape, and Graziano and I can research what's going on here, kind of organize these notes, see what's going on with all of this stuff, and see if there's anything about this portal. Like, this is my forte, guys. This is my thing, and I think it would help us.
Right, but two things, right? One, I feel like we are not safe in general. And two, I found this pamphlet that says the thing that I saw you doing that night alone under the blanket will cause blindness. So I thought maybe you would like this little piece of pamphlet that I found. But other than that, whatever you think's best, mate.
That picture is wrong, but that's okay.
I've generally survived in life by never agreeing with Brennus, but I tend to agree with him this time.
Right,
I
that's
don't-
what I'm trying to say.
I don't.
It makes you blind. It's crazy.
I just have
Yes.
hairy palms.
I don't know if if you want to try and research, we can stay here. I just don't know if I feel more comfortable staying here or out there. I probably feel more comfortable staying out there. Also, we haven't found what we're looking for yet, right?
Right.
The sword.
But staying out there as in out where?
Wherever the nice sunny euphoria is.
There were edges to it, so
Right,
if
but-
we stay
but-
in the middle,
But
we might be okay.
no, guys, this is where all the research is. We don't know what's over there. We know what's over here, which is nothing living that's going to try and kill us at the moment, and one hole there, and another thing that we can see something coming in. And I have a feeling. So Trey, is the bookcase like the bookcase? We can still interact with it, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to walk over and pull a book off.
Yes, when you pull a book off, so let me recreate this. The books that are on the shelf almost seem to take a transparent kind of look to them. It's about intent. If you intend to cross through the bookshelf, you can cross through. If you intend to reach through, you can reach through. If your intent is to go and grab a book off the bookshelf, you can grab a book. And when he removes a book, it just becomes a bookshelf again.
And then I'm going to put the book exactly in the same spot where I got it from.
When he does, the exact same illusion seems to come into place. All the books seem to fade almost kind of ethereally, and you can see through the bookshelf into the other plane of existence.
Okay, so I'm going to take the book off again and
Yep.
just put it on top of the bookcase. So see, no danger from that way, and there's just the hole in the floor that we'll be able to hear and defend. Okay? Is everybody okay now? We all good?
I got a question.
Of course.
What is there but here without a T?
I think one of the fireballs hit him in the head. I'm pretty sure he got dumber.
Here, Brennis.
Yeah,
Here. Here.
but is it here just there without a T? You see what I mean? It's a bit complicated, right?
Yeah,
Right,
See,
right. But
the
Brennis,
big
wait, hang on.
picture.
Brennis, if you make T, then here will be there.
I'm gonna have to lay down for a bit.
Yeah, and that just cost us 8 hours. Thanks. I guess we're
Well,
resting.
no, guys. Hold on. Just to meta the rules for a sec, because just to refresh everybody, what I'm suggesting is literally taking a 3-day rest so everyone can get back to full health points, and I can research whatever I can research.
We have
To
food
figure
for
out-
free?
We're not in any danger. We don't have a timeline for Tony.
No. I was saying, do we have enough rations for 3? I thought we didn't. That's the only thing I would. I have cooking utensils.
Did you guys not bring your rations? Like,
We brought rations, but I have rations main slot. I just have 8, I have 8 rations. So is one ration like 1 day? Or is-
Yes, one
many-
ration is 1 day. But
Alright, so I
if
have
we go
8.
by overland travel rules, which I'm not doing here because we're not traveling overland, you're not trying to stretch out your rations and shit. Ostensibly, you guys
Okay.
can get out of here in the 2 hours it took you to get in here if you just backtrack and go back out through the Mossalon dungeon the way you came in.
I mean, if you guys want to leave me here for 3 days and come back, like, go heal up, like, I'm going to stay here and research.
Well, I don't like the idea of splitting up. He's a
I
little
mean, it's
guy.
entirely possible you guys could use, repair the teleportation circle and take the teleportation circle back out because that seems to be. It would seem to be the way that Rheoman entered and left his sanctum. He didn't go through the fucking dungeon.
We gotta find
Trey,
this.
that-
We gotta
that
find
was-
this sword.
Shh, that was part of my plan, Trey. I'm trying.
We,
Alright, listen, here's the thing, right? As much as I am a very smart and wise man, Bartleby, he's never let me go straight. He usually knows what he wants to do, innit? So, Bartleby, if you think we're gonna sit in here and, do those things in those pamphlets, I'm alright with it, mate. We can do it. It's fine.
Okay. Is everybody okay with that?
Yes.
I'm committing to at least 1 4-hour long rest, and I'll reassess after I'm not dying.
Can we put a hook on your hand or something so you can draw a bow? Is there a makeshift thing in hardcore rules, or is that just something you have to have like an artificer?
We'll figure it out.
I'm okay for now.
Okay.
We'll get you a new hand. Don't worry, buddy.
All right, so we're resting.
Okay.
All right. So, but are we doing like the 3-day or just the 4-hour?
Well, what are the hardcore? What are we calling the rules right now?
Okay, so I have the rules up, and
If I rest for 1, I clearly don't heal full. So
no, the only way you rest for full is if you take a 3 to 10 day rest.
So then, do I just get my hit dice back if I rest for 4, or does resting for 4 not mean shit?
It doesn't really do shit. You have to rest. You would have to rest for 8 at least to get 1 hit die back.
Okay. I guess what I'm saying is if so, we're saying you have to rest 3 days to get everything back. But if I do 3 long rests, that's only 12 hours.
It's healing word.
Yeah, no, but you get 1 hit die back, so you're rolling for it. If you rest for 3 days, you get all your hit point and hit die back. You're not expending hit die.
Okay, so for every long rest, every 4-hour rest, I get 1 hit die.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna expend the rest of my hit die then, and then I'll just start gaining hit die back, and we'll see how long it takes me to heal.
I have healing word. Does that help anybody?
God damn it!
You can cast it on us before we sleep because you're gonna get your spell slots back while we rest. So just in case we get, somebody coming to the party that we aren't expecting, it would be probably a good idea.
Spoiler alert, it's going to take me 48 hours at this rate to get my fucking hit points back.
Yeah, so can we just rest for 3 days?
72 hours. We'll just do 72 hours.
Can we just rest for 3 days, let me roll, and then just go? I mean, instead of...
What do you need 3 days for to roll?
All of the books and research that's around this thing, I want to go through to see if it can give us information about where we're going.
That's fair, but I'm just saying, just start looking for information on the sword now. Then when you find the information, we'll act upon it.
Okay, but
why do we need 3 days?
Because it's going to take me as long as it takes me to find out all of the information that I want to know that I'm not telling you guys that I want to know.
Yeah, that's my problem. Every time we do this, we end up with a dragon or a lich or something else blowing fireballs down my ass. So this is what I'm telling you.
Just blowing fireballs, if you know what I mean.
So now but now you're making me you're turning this into a metagame thing, and I'm just trying to say
No. This is Susu speaking. Every time we wait around for you to figure something out, I end up getting hurt. This is just how this has gone. This game.
Oh, shit.
I mean,
I died once.
Look,
there you go. Brazo died once.
It's not my fault that you guys are less than careful. Okay, I'm thoroughly researching things, and I don't know what to tell you.
I got electrocuted that one time, Bobby wasn't with us, and that was all you, Susu. You grab onto the lightning rod and sing the song, and then the demons came.
Look, I will
remember,
take credit.
I was sick, and you guys made demons come. Okay,
I will take credit for the demons and for what's her name falling down the fucking geyser. Okay, my fault.
I will take credit for making the dragon come.
All right. How are the 3 of us doing watch, and then I'm going to start resting, and
I'll take this watch.
And Bartleby, you can start reading, and we will circle back in not fucking 72 hours.
24-hour marks. We're gonna do 24-hour marks. There we go.
4-hour marks. I'm healing up as soon as I can.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, we can do two things simultaneously. So try after the 24 hours. What have I learned? What should I roll?
What are you looking for specifically? Give me an investigation check.
All right, so I'm going to just type it in chat, but, this is... Anyway, all right, info?
While you're doing that, just a quick question. Are we allowed to go ahead and take the wounds down to 0 after 24 hours, or every 24 hours, or what are we allowed to take the wounds down to? And how many hit die do we get back?
You can roll your hit die every 24 hours. So if you're going to rest for 3 days, you'll roll 3 hit die. That's how many wounds you'll recover.
Okay.
Okay. So I only have 2 left right now. How do those recover? Come back?
2 wounds or 2 hit die?
Hit die.
Okay, so you'll use your hit... If I remember correctly, you take 3 days to recover all your hit die. So what you'll do, you'll use your hit die now. At the end of 3 days, you'll get them back.
Cool. All right, cool.
So, Trey, this is the stuff that I'm looking for information on.
Okay.
But the bottom three,
There
I
we
did
go.
not tell them about. Only
Okay.
the top one is what I told them about.
Well, I trust you implicitly, Bartleby. You've never stirred me wrong, so.
No,
I'd
I
like to
certainly
make
didn't
my-
steer you to a lightning rod with demons. So.
You listen, you did
Should I
stab
roll
me
investigation,
right
Trey?
in the head with a black.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that
green
for me.
dragon.
Give me a DC 15.
Talk about dreams come true. For her,
Okay.
she got to come along.
I'm going to say you get information on 3 out of 4. Which one would you not like information on?
Anything else? Oh, fuck.
Hey, let me ask this question because Brennis is as much of a diehard Bartleby fan since he was in love with his sister. He basically looks at us as him as like a brother.
Mhm.
I would be as Brennis. I would be trying to assist my friend in whatever he could. Is there any way I can assist him on this? Like, I'm not the smartest guy, but I can move books and stuff and bring it to him.
All right, so what I'm going to say here is that you're going to assist your actual brother Cade because he got his ass kicked in the previous fights. I'm going to say no.
Okay, all right. Can we at least say that I'm able to help him heal and we can roll his health dice as well?
So I've rolled Cade's health dice. He is now down to 19 wounds, so he is not wounded anymore.
Okay.
Hang on one second. I'm trying to.
So it says I have 2 HD left. Do I keep doing that till it's 0, or do I have to wait?
Yeah, so do that till it's 0, and
Got it.
then we'll have to figure out how to reset that so that you've got your hit die back.
You'll probably have to trigger a long rest
Okay, I think I can do that from the...
or trigger a bunch of short rests. I think we get 1 back per short rest, I know we get them all back when we do a long rest.
Okay, has everybody rolled their hit die?
I did, yes.
I'm done with mine. Yep.
Okay.
All right, so Trey, I'm gonna go with anything else that's useful. I'm gonna drop. So info on the portal, info on the teleportation circle, and info on the spell books.
Okay, so the top one was the one you're researching openly. The other 3 were the ones you're just looking for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give you info on the portal. You're in front of the bookshelf portal, so we're going to go ahead and I'll say that out front. I'm going to send you the other stuff privately.
Okay.
I just got 2 hit dice back, and I thought I had 3 or 4 normally. Did they reset after a 1 full long rest?
So I
'Cause
did
only
a
have 2.
full rest.
What level are-
Let me do another one. Did that give you any more?
Yeah, see, now I'm at 4. Yeah, now I'm at 4.
Okay, all right.
Samesies.
It also cleared all the wounds though.
That's fine.
Well,
So I was at 29.
Okay, that's fine. We'll say you guys cleared all wins. Somebody's about
cool.
to die anyway.
Foreshadowing?
He says it every fucking game.
Well, he hasn't been wrong. Somebody does eventually die.
Or sometimes we only get seriously maimed. Okay.
I still have the hair locket on my finger from Jenna, so.
Aw.
That thing's got to be fucking disgusting by now.
It's
Yeah.
hair. It's fine. Hair stays around. Fine.
All right,
Hair and
so
teeth.
Bartleby, as you kind of comb through the refuse here that's left over from your fight with the crypt gas that you guys dealt with. Well, hell, it's a fucking lich. Let's be honest. You're able to find some information on the portal that you think is what's on the other side of the bookcase, and it appears to be a large version of Rheoman's tiny hut, and he has basically crafted this to look like, the fields of Elysium barley, because that's where he finds his most serene kind of contemplative atmosphere. So Rheoman has talked about the meditative effects of going into that field when he goes to research his spells and whatnot, but he also talks about the obelisk that is in the middle of the field, and it is linked to some very dark arcane sorcery, and there's basically runes and stuff that are carved on that obelisk that are also used on the teleportation circle that are abyssal. And in the notes that you're able to discover and look through, you realize that the teleportation circle that cut him in half was not only a teleportation circle, it was a temporal teleportation circle. So it not only travels him from location to location, but also travels him through time. And there was an aspect of that on the other side of the bookcase. Now, from what you can tell, the bookcase just appears to be basically a large bank for Rheoman. That's where he keeps his most valuable items. Where they are on the other side of that, you would have to go and actually look, but it would be safe to assume that one of those valuable items is safely tucked into the obelisk that's out in the middle of the field. But you also find basically various spells of warding that are meant to keep back, not necessarily intruders, but to hold off elements and things of that nature at bay. Specifically, earth, wind, water, fire, things like that. So that it would be a safe assumption that some of your spells would not work in this area. Specifically spells that are covered by his conjuration wards. But as far as the teleportation circle, or not the teleportation circle, the portal that's on the back side of the bookcase, it does not appear to be any kind of illusion. It all looks like a demi-plane that Rheoman has created using his magics, and he stores his most valuable items in there.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna just exposition what Trey told me to you. So, when you guys are ready, I think we can head in there and not die immediately.
Yeah, me and Kate feel fantastic. We're ready for this. It'd be great, yeah.
I just remember Cade sounding like a Ninja Turtle. That's all I remember.
Whoa, dude. We're totally gonna do whatever, dude.
A pothead turtle. That's 100% accurate.
Yeah.
Suzu, you good?
I mean, I can't commit to not dying immediately, but sure, everything else sounds good.
How about if we take your little stump, right, and we put a knife on it, and then we put a rope around the stump, and then it's a little stabby stump, mate. Yeah, it'd be nice.
I would rather just throw things. Good.
You can throw with your left hand. That's crazy, man.
Well, can you swing your axe with your left hand?
I'm ambidextrous. I slap ass with both hands, mate. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, so you understand what the word ambidextrous means?
That's just something Bobby said. I don't really know what it means.
All right.
Let's
So
roll.
I'm gonna take the book that I put on top of the bookshelf back where it was, and then walk through.
All right, is
Alright,
anybody
follow
else
Bartleby.
following Bartleby? Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
heading in.
Cade comes too.
So as you guys step through the bookcase portal, you feel almost not like a drag as you move through the portal, but it's almost like you're stepping through a gust of wind that's coming at you. But once you get into the actual field, the wind dissipates completely. There's a light breeze that gives way. You can smell, pollen and stuff in the air as it's being wafted around. And this appears, if this is an illusion, it is the most real illusion that any of you have ever experienced. But as you step into the field, you can feel the barley stalks as they crumble under your feet, and you're moving into the field. How deep into it are you guys going?
Well, I want to make my way to the obelisk.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to guess if that's the only identifiable marker that's not just plains, or it's not just open field. So right. So I guess we'll head. Yeah, I'll also head there
I'm also
because we got to
gonna-
find this sword.
Yeah. Let's see. There's no range on my familiar. Right.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna send a Glimfeather around to scout.
Also,
Just
I'm not.
try and see if we can figure out how big this place is.
Okay. So, has anybody else got anything they want to investigate or anything before I get to Glenfeather?
I would like to try some perception.
Okay.
Just
What
to-
are you looking for anything in particular? Give me an idea of what it
Well-
is that you're trying to perceive.
I mean, we're getting close to the obelisk,
Mhm.
and I'm just trying to overhear maybe some whispers or eavesdrop, spot some things that are obscured or easy to miss. Whether something's lying in ambush, hiding in a shadow. That
Are
kind
you
of thing.
reading the perception?
No.
Sorry.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. How did I do that again? I'm sorry.
Go to your skills tab, and then
Yep,
where
there.
it says perception, you want to double click the die icon next to the +6. I think yours was.
Oh. Why isn't it working?
You can
So-
also just pick it up.
So
and throw
if you
it.
look at
Oh,
if you
shit.
look at where perception is, right?
Yep.
You see the little dice next to your plus number.
Do you see perception?
Yeah. PE. Yes, I'm on that. Yep.
So you go over. So you're under skills tab though.
No, I wasn't. That's why. Aha. There we go. Okay, over here.
So where it says, yeah,
There we go. Did it. Sorry, guys. Thank you.
Boom, baby. That's a hell of a roll.
All right, Graziano, as you're walking through the field with the rest of the party towards the obelisk, you notice that there's kind of interspersed among the fields of barley here, like among the different barley plants, other kind of saplings and sprouts that are out here. If you're keen to gardening or anything, you notice some that look like maybe tomato sprouts or upstarts of other kind of vegetables. There's also some different vining type of plants out here. You got some pole beans, things of that nature. But then there's other plants out here that don't necessarily look native to this type of an environment. Those ones specifically, I would say, draw your attention towards them because they look kind of alien in this place.
Fellas, I got a feeling about this. Everything looks really where it should, but that spot over there, I'm not sure we should get close to that.
I just want you all to know I feel very itchy all over my body. It's very itchy and tingly.
That's just in your mind, man.
It's also my penis.
Like, Graciano, what do you mean? Like, what are you talking about?
It just feels out of place. I can't really put my finger on it. The senses are going. I mean, should we throw something over there, see what happens? Maybe send your bird guy, Glimfeather, over there and see what's going on?
Well, Glimfeather's scouting, but like what? You mean like that patch of weird-looking plants?
Right? You're not seeing this? Like everything else around here looks exactly
not
the way it
seeing
should.
this?
Except over here,
All right,
it seems
Trey,
really
Trey,
weird.
I'm gonna the plants that he's talking about. I'm just gonna cast firebolt on them.
Okay.
Firebolt, firebolt,
that
not
incredible?
fireball, firebolt.
That's
Okay.
so aggressive. They could
Why-
mean no harm.
Yeah, this is a bad idea. Why are you
Why-
casting something?
Why are we being violent right out of the gate, you murdered goblin?
Too late.
All I'm
Already did it.
saying is be careful, all right?
If
done.
if
done.
he actually casts firebolt, I'm taking about 25 feet away from him.
I already did it. All right, so go run away. I cast firebolt.
I
at
am
the
100%
weird
running
plant.
away.
All right. When you cast your firebolts in the area that Graziano indicated, the small sprouts that appear to be in the ground shoot up out of the ground, turn into vine blights, and start sending, basically coursing vines through the earth to try to entrap you and snare you into this environment.
Okay. But I know my fire spells work here too, so that's good.
Fireball.
All right.
Does that mean there's combat now?
Yes.
Okay. Would that mean
This guy knows. This guy knows. Don't stand next to fucking Bartleby, and you don't
So-
catch fucking friendly fire.
so? Would you say that
They're vine blights. They would have attacked us if we got too close anyway.
Then you don't get
Chill.
close.
Oh my god,
All
they
I said
move.
was be careful.
Oh god.
how many do we see in front of us moving towards us, or do we just see the vines going underground?
So right now, only 4 of them appear to have been activated, but they're all sending vines, basically grasping vines through the ground to try to ensnare you all. And as you notice those vines, everybody give me a perception check. Okay. As the vines start to come through the ground, Susu, you notice on the backside of you guys, 3 more plants have shot up from the ground. They almost take a humanoid-like form, and they've got a bunch of thorns and stuff on them. They almost look like briar bushes, but the briars are almost impossibly large. They look like lawn darts.
The way Susu ran, there's three people.
But more importantly, Susu, as you
Every
turn to
fucking time.
look at them, you off in the distance, similar to what Graziano noticed, the whole kind of fishbowl aspect of what you saw floating out in the background. You now recognize that it is basically a huge tidal wave wall of water.
Oh.
And as you're looking at this, as you take in the needle blights that have now sprung from the ground, the top of that wall of water appears to have lost whatever kind of telepathic hold was keeping it in place. And you now can hear almost the rushing of water as this tidal wave begins to crash down into the valley around you and send air and water coursing towards your direction. Give me a roll.
How close
on
are
a-
we to the how close are we to the obelisk?
I'd say you're probably about 60 yards from the obelisk. You could probably be at the obelisk in 2 turns. We'll say you can be at
Okay.
the obelisk in 2 turns.
Well, that kind of sucked.
Everybody,
Everybody, run to the obelisk.
Incoming tsunami.
Yeah, run to the obelisk. I got you. Let's go.
Can I pick up Bartleby and just start making a mad dash for it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh,
Bartleby, you're on my shoulder, mate.
the music just
Gotcha.
got intense.
All right, so that was that.
First off, who all is running for the obelisk?
Me.
All of us. We don't have a choice.
Okay. All right, so here's what we're going to do.
Or are you running for the bookshelf, Chris?
I'm headed with you guys. I'm running for the obelisk. As soon as I see them taking off, yeah, I'm gonna start headed that way.
Yep.
I was just going to give you a reminder. I don't know if there's no map, just as a heads up, based on hunter or ranger abilities, I have an extra 5-foot speed. So my speed is slightly, I don't know if it's faster than Brennus, but it's slightly faster than normal.
I have
give me
40.
Just a second.
You have 40? God damn. I don't know what mine is though. I don't even know where it is. Where's speed?
All right. Where's?
Oh yeah, mine's 40 as well.
Oh, I'm a dwarf. I got fucking little legs.
Oh, sure. There we go. Alright, everybody get the zone line forest I sent you?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, ignore the forest, you're running through a field. You could say that the trees in the picture are the vine blights and needle blights. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to do a skill challenge now. This is going to be a hard skill challenge. You guys have got, say, 8 rounds to get 6 successes. Those of you that have faster than normal movement, since this is a speed challenge, I'm going to say you get advantage on your rolls. So let's go ahead and roll initiative, see who goes first. Roll initiatives, there we go. Alright, Graziano, you're up first, followed by Susu, and then I will roll for Cade, followed by Bartleby and Brennish, you're up last.
So we need 6 successes.
So what are you using? Give me a skill that you're using first. So here's the thing. In a skill challenge,
Nobody
only
else rolled
one
initiative.
skill can be used. Only one skill can be used in that challenge. So like whatever skill Chris rolls, that is the only use of that skill. No one else can use that skill. So you guys need to come up with at least 6 different skills that you're all proficient in to use in this challenge. Failures are going to have some cost, but you need to get 6 successes. No, actually, it's not 8 rounds. You need to get 6 successes before you accumulate 5 failures. We'll say that.
Real quick, Trey,
Yep.
just a point. I have advantage on initiative
Okay.
because of feral instinct. So
Okay.
if you could roll it again, I'm just curious if it gets better or not.
Oh, yeah, go and roll it again.
I didn't even roll it the first time, did
I
you?
think
I
you just
rolled
roll for
initiative
order.
for everybody, yeah. Do you
Oh,
guys
do I
want to
just
roll your
roll a
own
D20?
initiatives?
I didn't realize.
I just didn't want to screw it up if I do it.
No, it'll re-roll, it'll recalculate your initiative and change you in the party order.
Just go ahead and roll yours again. And
Yeah,
you'll
just
be
roll
good.
yours a second time.
Okay. There it is. Okay.
I don't see the.
If you click
Combat
swords, click the swords up top right.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Well, that's not better. So whatever.
Top right. Swords. Yep.
So
Oh,
to
yeah.
be clear, you should
Yep.
put him back where he was then if we're playing by the rules technically. If he got lower. Because he would
I
have
don't
taken the higher.
So
Actually,
he's still, I think he rolled a 9 initially, so that still puts Brennis at the bottom of the order.
Oh, so it's okay,
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, so Graziano, you are up first. What skill would you like to use in this skill challenge?
I would like to use.
Something that you have a plus on the lot.
I would like to use insight.
Alright. How are you using insight to make it to the obelisk faster to recover? So is everybody going for the obelisk? Is anybody going back towards the bookshelf? Is anybody going to try to attack
Everybody.
the vine blights or anything? What's everybody doing, first of all?
I think Chris said he's moving forward with us, and everybody's just running towards the obelisk.
Okay, so everybody's going towards the obelisk.
Yep, I'm running towards the obelisk. So I'm running. So the vines are coming at us.
So
Or are they behind us on the
the
side
actual
of us?
plants, so the vine blights have launched basically these entangling vines, like root vines, through the ground. You can almost see them as they move and chop through the actual grains of barley. And when they get to any of you, they launch up out of the ground. They try to entangle you and root you in place. The other vines, the needle blights, they shoot these darts at you. They're almost like machine guns, but the darts that they're shooting, the needles are like the size of lawn darts.
All right. And that's all happening as we're running towards the obelisk.
Yes.
All right. So I'm running as fast as my little legs will take me, which actually doors run really, really fast if you guys have seen Lord of the Rings. And in anticipation of not getting hit or thorned, that's what I'm basically trying to avoid as I'm running as fast as I can towards the obelisk.
Okay. So how do you think insight would play into that? What are you using your insight to try to glean from this situation?
I'm going to try and predict the move of being hit and get out of the way while still not losing any momentum.
Okay. All right, so we're going to say this is a hard skill challenge, so the DC is going to be 14. So go ahead and make an insight roll for me.
This feels real good, guys.
Depends on what you roll, how good it feels. There it is. That feels good.
There you go. So as you're running towards the obelisk, you're able to successfully anticipate where the needle blights are going to be firing, and you put yourself between the needle blights and Brennus.
Oh.
And Brennus takes a couple of darts in the back just for minuscule damage. Not much. He barely feels it. Almost feels like a bee sting. But you're able to successfully avoid getting tagged by any of these ranged attacks. As you get within probably 10 to 15 feet of the obelisk, though, you realize that the vine blights were not running vines at you and your party. They were running vines around the exterior of the obelisk and have now created almost like a moat of just entangling vines that surround this obelisk. If anyone wanted to try to jump over that moat, that would be a DC 15 athletics check.
So the moat's already filled with water?
It's not a moat of water. It's basically, imagine just a huge briar patch that is now sprung up out of the ground around this thing, and you're going to have to basically
So it's like a wall
high
of
jump
vine,
over it. Yeah, it's a wall of just entangling vines.
I mean, we're going for it, right? Otherwise, it gets stuck in the water.
You're saying if it's our turn, not that we could just all try to jump right now.
When it's your turn, yes. Any of you that
Gotcha.
want to actually
Yeah.
reach the obelisk, you're going to have to find a way to deal with the wall of vines. All right, so Graziano, that's your turn. Susu, you're up. What
Can I
skill
ask
would you like
one
to
quick
use?
question
Yeah, sure.
that I think might... So, would my aspect of the beast come into play here? Because I have aspect of the elk, which is whether mounted or on foot, your travel pace is doubled, and the travel pace is up to 10 companions while they're within 60 feet of you.
I wouldn't think so, because you're not technically overland traveling here. You're running.
Okay, so that's only overland.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Sorry, that's all I had.
Yeah, no
Okay.
worries.
Does anybody like what level we're supposed to be in comparison to the actual 5e classes?
I mean, you guys
I
killed a
asked-
lich last turn, or last session, so I imagine pretty high.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, because I'm asking because my character sheet indicates that I can cast level 3 spells, but I don't have any third level spell slots on my character sheet.
I think you may have leveled up last session, but nobody's updated their character sheets yet.
Okay.
Because we still need to train.
Yeah, because you still got to go through
is that the
training and
rule?
all that stuff. Yeah, you got to pay gold. You got to find
Okay.
somebody to
So
train you. Training is a downtime activity.
Correct. Yeah. So we're going. So based on that, I cannot cast level 3 spells then.
No, not yet. You haven't learned.
I have not learned that ability. Okay. Well, fuck. Then that changes what I was going to do. I will use survival here to maneuver our way through the hills and try and target as best a spot to leap over the vines based on where the little wall is happening and the rolling of the hills. I will try and direct everybody in that direction, and I'll use survival.
Okay. So Survival.
Watch out now.
Watch out now.
Watch out.
All right, so you succeeded your DC 15 check. So what? How do you think you would use your survival to benefit the group? I know you said you were looking for an opportune place to get through the vines or somewhere possibly to land. What do you think Susu would have noticed about this wall of vines that would help the group?
Yeah. So knowing generally how these plants work and having some own like thorn magic myself and everything, knowing that like vines don't grow in straight lines like planks, like a foreign plank would, I would be looking for where all of the vines kind of wave downward, right, for like the easiest leap, based on also the rolling hills. Like, so if there's a high point on the hills and a lower point in the vines, I'm looking for that sweet spot, right?
Yeah.
And so it may not be perfect, but whatever the best one is that we can see that gets us there in 2 rounds, I'm just pointing us in that direction. And Susu is yelling, over there, climb the fence or climb the vines.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so your alerting to the group is going to give the next person that makes an athletics check to jump over the wall of vines, going to give them advantage. Bartleby, you're up next. Sorry, is that the conclusion of your turn, Chris?
Yeah, that'd be it.
Okay.
I'm also on Brennus's shoulders.
Okay.
So I don't know how that plays into everything.
I mean, if you want to, you can take a turn now and try to notice something from your higher vantage point, or you can save and hold your action until Brennus's turn.
I'll save for now in case Brennus does something really dumb.
Okay.
But this is like I do have one.
Yeah.
I know this is a skill check thing, but can I cast spells that are instantaneous?
Yeah. You got a spell you want to cast?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
But I'm just wondering.
All right, I'm going to bump your initiative down to 9, so you're going to be right before Brennus. If you want to go before him, you can do that, or if y'all want to go at the same time, you can do that too. Okay. Donkey is safely up in the graveyard, not doing battle. Up next is Cade. Cade is going to use your call-out, Susu, to attempt his athletics check to jump over the wall of vines. And he's doing it with advantage, so he's already succeeded. So difficulty 15. So at your call-out, you notice that Cade slightly alters his course as he's running across the field. He kind of ducks around a wall of vines, and then he basically somersaults over this thing. Probably jumps fucking 10 feet in the air because he's a badass. And lands on the other side of the pit, and his momentum carries him directly into the obelisk, or his hand lands on the sword.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it.
He starts to try to pull it out of the stone.
Awesome.
Don't!
Good job.
Before we check!
Do it! How tall is the obelisk?
Watching through the like small gap in the vines as I'm running that way, watching him pull it out and then become cursed in our next enemy. I am like, don't do it!
How tall is the obelisk?
The obelisk is probably, I'd say 10 to 12 feet tall. It's not super tall, but it was tall enough for you to be able to see from like 60, 70 yards away back at the bookshelf.
Yeah,
but
we're good.
When you call out and say, don't do it, Cade looks back at you, and you see him hesitate for just a moment. And as he does
I'm
this,
saying, do it.
looking over his shoulder, you can see almost coming up out of the armor around his throat, there's something just black vines and veins growing up his face.
God
as they move in around his eyes and almost seem to overtake his pupils, and his eyes go solid black. Bartleby, it is your turn.
How close are we to the obelisk now?
I'm going to say you and Brennus at the end of this round are going to be at the wall of vines, which is probably maybe 15 yards from the obelisk.
Okay.
So you're basically there. Now you got to decide what you want to do with the wall of vines. and the demon-possessed fighter with a fucking 24 AC on the other side of him.
Well, that's super simple. All right, I'm gonna wait for Brennus to jump over this,
Okay.
and then as he's jumping over, I'd like to use my movement to kind of jump off him to the oblique. I can't fucking pronounce this word. The big pillar thing, and then I'll see if I pull that off, and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do next.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna put y'all's initiative at the same. So, Brennus, are you trying to jump over the obelisk?
Yeah, I'm gonna use survival to try to.
You can't.
Because survival's already been used.
Oh,
You have a different skill.
My bad, my bad. You use survival.
Yeah, I
and
didn't know
use
you were gonna-
athletics.
I only use survival.
No, and Cade used athletics.
Cade used athletics.
Oh shit! Sorry, man. I didn't know you were gonna use.
No,
survival.
you're fine. You're fine. I'm gonna use perception.
Okay.
So I'm going to perceive the path in which I'm gonna jump, and I am going to rage as I see my brother. Bad shit happening to him, and I'm going to rage as my bonus action. And I'm gonna try to jump.
All right. Go ahead and give me your perception check. It's going to be DC 15.
Okay. Do I have? So is this isn't like a dexterity saving throw? This is just a skills check, right? Like I can't use any of my other skills for this.
So, depending on whether you pass or fail this, you may end up making a dex saving throw or something. Because if you fail, you're
Okay.
going to come in contact with the wall of vines, which could potentially ensnare you and
Okay.
prevent you from moving away.
Okay, so I'm going to run, jump, and I'm going to try to shock put my man's up higher, as well as coming in. And I would say I'm fucking raging at this point, and I am, a strength 17. So I'm gonna fucking do this shit. So here goes.
All right.
Perception.
All right, that succeeds. So as you watch your brother jump over and vault into the area of the obelisk and put his hand on the sword, you notice when he jumps over, the vines almost kind of reach for him and try to grab him. And when they do this, it lowers the area of vines around where he jumps, so you're able to alter your course slightly and jump over. It's almost like a skip. It's not even much of a jump. Okay. But when you get inside the obelisk, are you still shot putting Bartleby?
In a gentlest way possible. Like
we're not going for Olympic level here.
Well,
I just need to be at the base of the obelisk. That's all I need.
Okay.
I need to be at the base
You're not
of the-
going for height?
No, I need to be at the base.
Well,
Okay.
then never mind. I'm literally just, I'm just getting us across. He can run his little legs off.
Okay.
Okay. Is everyone at the obelisk?
I am not
I think
yet.
Susu
I don't
and
think I am.
Graziano are still outside of the range of the
Yep.
outside the wall of vines.
How far outside?
I would say
Oh,
they're
outside the
there.
wall of vines?
Yeah, everybody's there. Everybody's at the wall of vines. You got 2 people on the outside of the wall, and then 3 of you are on the inside where the actual obelisk is.
Okay. So then at this point, oh fuck! Hurry up, guys. I can't hold it for the rest of shit. All right, I need to just wait for them to get in here, and then I'm going to immediately cast Wall of Force in a sphere that will encapsulate a 10-foot from where I'm standing, straight up, 20-foot diameter sphere. As soon as they're in, and I can get them inside of it.
Okay, so you're trying to create like a barrier.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
and that Wall of Force should also kill any vines that it goes through, because it will force them to one side or the other, and I'm choosing to force any vines that are touching it to the other side. That's part of the spell.
Okay. All right. So we're going to. Bartleby's going to have a ready to action. I'm going to say as soon as everybody is on the inside of the wall of vines, you'll cast your spell.
Yeah, as long as they're touching the Wall of Force, I can choose what side they end up on.
Okay. Graziano and Susu, you both are up.
All right. So I can't use athletics, right?
No. So athletics, survival, insight, and perception have been used.
Oh boy.
What do you got left? What do you got left, Roz?
Oh boy.
I don't. Do I need to toggle on that I'm raging or not? I didn't remember that from a long time ago.
It should change. It changes some of your stats, so you should.
Yeah.
So, in an effort to help us both, see how this plays out. Susu will use sleight of hand to, as he's last approaching, pull out 2 throwing daggers and throw them towards the vines to stick into the vines for a foot, like just off the ground for a foothold, and then, you know, about 4 or 5 feet higher up for like a handhold. So for like a quick just points of leverage to climb over the thing. So I'm gonna use sleight of hand. I'm gonna use sleight of hand for that.
All right, give me a check, DC 15.
Whew.
All right, you make it.
So I'll say, "Follow me, Graz," and I'll throw my daggers out, and I'll bound off the bottom one with my foot, with my only remaining hand. Use the other one as leverage to pull up and over.
Come on, buddy.
Did Mom already play with y'all?
Go to bed.
Did Mom already play with y'all?
No, go to bed.
Alright, good night.
Good night.
Later, buddy. Oh.
All right, so you throw your daggers in and you create some stepping stones. I'm going to say you are able to make it into the circle of vines, and you're going to give Graziano advantage on whatever his next skill check's going to be.
My next skill check is going to be acrobatics,
There we go.
because I'm going to stay on my feet in this tricky situation. Balance on a tightrope, or just run up something real quick and then do a flip with some pizzazz and land on my feet after hitting those daggers.
He's a nimble dwarf.
Very well. I got
Up a vine, off a dagger, double axle, into the landing.
stick the landing. Oh, thank God! It was on for a second.
Oh,
I thought it was a
he has
1.
advantage. No, he has advantage. He has
All right,
advantage.
roll it again.
Roll again.
Ah,
You gotta get 15 or higher, brother.
no!
That's
Oh,
the higher.
shit.
That's the wrong direction.
All right. So Graziano, as you go to step up the daggers and use your acrobatics to kind of almost walk in the air, one of the vines is able to wrap itself around your ankle and pull you down into the miasma of thorns.
Ouch!
And you get hung up down there. You're going to take 1d6 damage, but more importantly, it's going to root you in place for 1d4 rounds.
Oh, fuck.
Yes,
Oh,
you're taking 6
no.
damage. And you're rooted in place for
Fuck.
4 rounds.
So
The important thing here is that you guys have got 1d6 rounds now that you've made it to the obelisk. The water is going to be on top of you in 3 rounds.
He's
All right.
stuck for 4, and we got 3 rounds.
Well, Rennish, you got an axe, right?
And a can-do attitude.
Go get him.
Well, it's not my turn yet.
All right, so
where do I
it
put
is
my
now
damage in? by the way?
Cade's
I'm sorry.
turn. Cade is going to, now newly possessed by whatever is in the obelisk, attempt to pull the sword from the actual stone. And he's gonna use.
Can I yell out? Yelling's free action, right? Still.
Yeah.
Trey, you gave me.
I will.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I will yell as Graz, you know, oh fuck, in the background. I'll say, look to Brennis and say, I'll get Graz. You hold off Cade monster.
Why are you talking
Stop
to me
him.
like I'm an idiot? I
Stop.
understand. He's obviously possessed by some demon that's
Stop
been
him from
all
pulling.
inside the
Stop him from
obelisk.
pulling the sword. Stop him from pulling the sword.
No, let him. pull
It's
it.
not my turn yet, is it?
We need
I
to
know.
start-
I'm telling you before it's your turn, strategically.
Oh, it's strategically. Alright, yeah, it's fine.
Alright, so Cade puts his back into it, and you can see as the sword starts to wrench itself loose from the stone and pulls maybe probably 12 to 16 inches out. This looks like a full-size longsword. It's not entirely out of the stone yet, but he's getting pretty fucking close, and as you get a better look at it, his skin is almost turned completely like midnight black now at this point. And he's, I don't want to say possessed for lack of a better word, but something definitely is not right. And it is Bartleby followed by Brennus.
Well, I'm still I'm waiting. As soon as Susu grabs.
Well, you could have done something on the other one, and this would be your.
No, I had it readied. So, I'm still waiting. I'm waiting for that moment when everybody's close enough that I can put this spell off and not get anyone killed on the outside.
How far inside the vines are you?
I'm by the obelisk.
Yeah, we're both.
Oh,
We're
okay.
both by the
We're by the
obelisk.
obelisk. I need you guys to get close enough that I can catch you. And
How far is the ring of vines outside the obelisk?
About 15 yards. What's the range on your spell, Jim?
it is a 20-foot diameter sphere.
Okay, so we're well outside of it. Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta get close.
Okay, got it.
How close are we to Cade, Jim and I, or Bartleby and I?
You're as close as you want to be.
Okay. So what are you doing, Bartleby? You still holding?
Well, I mean, I guess I have time now. I mean, what's the... So it's 15 yards out from... It's vines that are 15 yards out in like a moat all the way around?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a sec. Let me see if I have anything I can play with. And Graziano is not inside, right? He's like outside the moat?
I'd say he is... If the moat occupied a 5 square foot ring around it, he is in that 5 square feet.
Like right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's annoying.
I really thought I was more graceful than that.
I was gonna say dwarf's not known as the most stand.
It
You know,
was an absolutely beautiful pole vault.
You should have
just
seen.
Hopped at the end.
it's
Yeah,
like that
hops
French
at the
that
end.
French guy at the pole vault. It just
Yeah.
it was so big that it got caught by the bar.
I could just see it too. It was like in my head. I'm like, here it goes. Oh.
All right, I'm
Fucking
going
size
to
12s.
I'm going to so there's vines on Cade, correct?
On
Like
Cade?
those vine-
No, on
Graz.
Graziano.
Graziano,
No.
let's put
I
up
mean,
Cade's hands up.
Cade. He's pulling the thing out, and you said he has
Oh.
vines. Is there like an
Like the
ingress
dark
point for the
tendrils?
vines?
No, Cade's skin is like midnight black now. Like
Like all of it?
The growing vines, like the seeding, like vines that were coming through his skin, almost look like tattoos, like tendrils, have now completely covered his skin.
And there's no like
Fuck.
ingress point that I can see.
I mean, if you had to guess, you'd say the ingress point will probably be where he's touching the sword.
So he needs to get this sword out. And there's vines all on the obelisk, right? Obelisk, whatever.
No, the
You said
obelisk is just black, just slate black. But there's some runes around the base of it that look to be some form of abyssal that you also saw on the teleportation circle in Rheoman's Sanctum.
Okay, so what do the runes say?
3 days was not enough time for you to decipher what the runes say. You just know that these are the same runes that you saw in his sanctum. They look familiar to you.
Okay.
Can't,
But you said
can't
an
Chris or
abyssal.
I read Abyssal?
I can read abyssal.
It's some form of derived abyssal, but you can't tell what it says. It looks like gibberish to you.
But doesn't Susu have a whole body covered in this new abyssal, and he can read that shit because of the encounter with the lightning bolt?
So we all spoke some form of abyssal after the Caius fight. We could understand when it was speaking abyssal, but I don't think it was ever clear that we fully spoke or understood abyssal, or if we just understood that creature.
Yeah,
It's
but
what I had written down.
with the lightning strike thing, it happened to me. I got fried, but nothing happened. You, on the other hand, you fucking got covered in a new, like, language, and you started being able to understand things.
Sure, I'm not there. I'm just saying, as far as I'm aware, I only can sometimes understand abyssal because of the Caius infection. Is what I have written down on my character sheet. Okay, so if that's different, I will try when I get there to read it. But
gotcha.
Just yeah. But from what I have written down, though, all of us learn to speak or learn to understand some kind of abyssal from that fight. Now again, that might have been like that creature was speaking to us and we just understood it. I don't know, but so, and I think that's what Tarth is talking about as well, or Bartleby's talking about as well, right? You had written down abyssal from that,
No,
so, however you want to handle that, Trey.
I had abyssal anyway. But
oh, you already had abyssal. Oh, then never mind. Then ignore everything I just said.
But if it's something I don't know, I don't know. And Trey said I don't know, so I'm not going to argue.
Okay. Fair enough.
Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna have two. Can I have two things going on at once, Trey? Can I have? No, I can't. I can only have one ready in action. All right, so I'm just gonna keep holding. I'm gonna keep holding and waiting for everybody to get in because it's more important that no one dies and we can deal with Cade when he gets the sword out. So I'm gonna keep holding.
All right.
Because I don't know what else to do at this point.
Brennus, you are up.
Well, going with the last thing that I heard Susu scream, I guess I'm going to go over to Cade and punch him as hard as I can in the face with a bare fist, trying to remove him from taking the sword out of the stone.
No, we need the sword out of the stone.
Did Bartleby say that? Because the last thing I heard
from
it
the whole time.
Oh.
That's the sword that Tony wants, right, Trey? I'm
based on the schematics that he showed you. Yes, that is the sword that Tony is looking for.
Yeah, so we need that sword. So wait for him to get the sword out and then punch him in the face.
Okay, so if that's the case, then can I not go help?
Or do a Samwise Gamgee and just pull him out while he's holding the sword.
God damn it.
I'm gonna go try to help get Graz out of the fucking vines. I'm raging at this point. I'm very angry. So I would like to use my intimidate. No, do we already use nature?
No, nature has not been used.
I guess I'm gonna have to use. Would you let me use animal handling?
Oh, we also haven't attacked, if he allows that.
Oh, well, yeah. Can I? Is that an attack as a skill?
Sure.
No.
I'm gonna allow.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna reckless attack the vines to try to make as big of a hole, because I can see where Graz is, right? Like he's still identifiable in the brush.
Yes, you can see where he's at.
So I'm gonna recklessly attack next to him so that I can reach in and grab his ass. So that's what I want to do.
Graz, on his way over to help with that.
Graz, curl your big toes.
So a reckless attack gives me advantage on my attack towards that.
All right. Go ahead and make your advantaged attack. Your DC is going to be 14.
So will I just do actions and then hit advantage on it, correct? And then roll?
Yeah, so what you'll do, hit advantage,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you roll your attack, it's going to roll double for you.
Okay. 19.
Strong roll. Strong roll.
That's a crit for me, by the way, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
With wound. Yep. With wound, it's critical.
All right.
Which means...
Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say it might not matter, but with that, I have when I critical, I get from my class ability, I hit it with my savage attack, as well as wound gives me also another one. I can basically, where's it at? Wound crits from that, wounds effect. Oh, I guess I would cause a bleed effect. It doesn't do that, but yeah, I basically get savage attack with that, which is when I score a critical hit with a melee weapon attack, you can roll one of the weapon's damage dice one additional time and add it to the extra damage to the critical hit.
Okay. Go ahead and do that for me.
Just re-roll like the actual attack again, just one.
No, I'm gonna say you got the advantage damage. Go ahead and roll your damage twice.
Oh, roll damage twice? Okay.
Yeah.
Do it, big fella.
Okay. So you were able to do over a total of 20 damage. Describe your Brennus's swings as he is able to not only deftly cut Graziano out of the Wall of Thorns, but you're able to ostensibly clear a path out of that for you guys should you try to exfil from this situation.
All of my experience as a child cutting brush and lumber and wood and trees back in the forest before we all got turned into slaves, I call upon that experience, and I just, out of anger, out of the situation, because we should have listened to Susu, I tear open a hole in the briar patch.
All right, and as you do this, Graziano, I'm going to say you've got a bonus action. Are you going to try to move in with the rest of the group?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm going to cast Healing Word.
Jim, your prerequisites are met. Are you casting your spell?
I am now casting Wall of Force. So we are all. So they're gonna. So the the sphere comes up like this. So it'll catch them all. I'm gonna pull all of them to the inside. If I hit any vines when I'm casting the sphere, all of those get pushed to the outside. So they're gonna like tumble in, and we are in a sphere of a Wall of Force, including the obelisk, and now we have 10 minutes. We don't have to worry about, nothing can get in this Wall of Force. Nothing.
Okay.
As
Is
we
Kate in there, though?
Yeah, Cade's because remember I asked, the obelisk is 10 feet, the diameter of the sphere is 20. So everybody is inside.
But I'm hold on. Is the total diameter of the sphere 20?
Yes, a 20
So
foot
the,
diameter sphere.
so the sphere basically just like goes right over the top of the obelisk then.
No, because Trey said the obelisk was like 12 feet.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but if you're putting the tip of the sphere under us, then we're going to immediately be like on curved walls, right?
Yeah. I mean,
If you're putting the diameter around us, it
I'm
only goes 10 feet tall.
we are. It's definitely because I want to be able to roll this. So we are in a ball. We're in like a hamster
Okay, so we are in a
ball.
hamster wheel on top of the ground. Got it.
Yes.
As this happens, and like Susu, the tip of Susu's jacket tail gets cut off by this like sphere of force. He turns around and like with a dagger in like taps the sphere and says, "So you locked us in a fucking death rattle ball with Shinigami Cade. Is that what I'm understanding you just did?"
Cade is easier to deal with than all of this water.
Okay.
Man, would you just look on the bright side for once? You're not dead and you have both your hands, okay?
Am I the only one that can swim? Why am I less worried about the water than Cade and everybody else is more concerned about the water?
Let's go.
Well, I can't.
That'd be soon.
I'm not sure if we can swim or not, so I don't know what we're doing. Are we, so in this situation, are we past the checks now and we're now in a fight with Cade?
Your
we don't know what's going on
final
with it.
succeeded action was your 6th success in this skill challenge, so you have successfully passed the skill challenge. Now, Jim, when you cast your sphere, as your sphere kind of almost obelisks into existence and encases you guys in the obelisk, the sphere, as it goes through the bottom of the obelisk, you can see it as it almost kind of slices through it like obsidian. And the obelisk kind of almost starts to kind of lean and lurch over. I'm going to need everybody in the sphere to give me a dexterity check, DC 15, to avoid being crushed.
Dear God.
All right, I have advantage on dexterity saving throws.
This is what happens when I do things that Trey doesn't like. He tries to kill us all in other ways.
I'm putting this in my book of why Susu hates wizards.
Oh boy.
Yeah, my rolls have been just fucking garbage.
What'd you say the DC was?
DC 15.
As not only does it collapse, you then have to fucking dodge the
Graz.
hamster ball material being thrown around.
Yeah.
Graz, you have to do a save, which is on the right side, not a check.
Oh, right. Sorry, dexterity save. My bad.
Wait, what am I doing?
So on your regular
Oh,
screen,
on the
how you
right-hand
did
side.
it's on the right-hand side under your save. It
You
might
may or may not
change
have
anything,
more
but-
bonuses, yeah.
Oh, God damn it, it
Dude,
was
are you
almost
kidding me?
18.
It was 18 and then went to 4.
No, your 18 is fine. I didn't mean to say anything. I'm sorry.
Alright, those of you that failed are taking a full 3d6.
Oh, wait, no, I
Jesus.
ran a fucking check. Hang on, I gotta run the save. God damn it. There.
You already did it. You got a 6.
No, that was a check.
You got
Doesn't
a
matter.
3!
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
3d6? Jesus. Oh, thank God. Okay.
That's 11.
It's
Those
only
of
11.
you that succeeded are going to take half.
So
We'll
I'll
say
take a
round it
quarter
down. You can take 5.
So I'll take half of that, so what, 3? Okay. So do I just put 3 in the wounds?
Yes.
Yeah, if you hold control and mouse wheel over it, you can scroll
That's
up.
right.
Alright, as you guys find yourselves now in Bartleby's sphere with the toppled obelisk in there, you realize that Cade is now trapped below the obelisk, holding on to the sword, trying to pull it out of the stone. Are any of you going to attempt to help him, or are you going to go ahead and start trying to move the obelisk back towards the bookcase?
What do you guys want to do?
Do we want him to keep holding the sword?
Oh shit! You actually might have done pretty good, Bartleby. Nice job.
No shit, asshole.
You single-handedly took out Cade.
See, if you just stop giving me shit all the time.
So, alright, guys, listen, you can fight a bit. There's a lot of water just surrounding us, yeah?
Not
Do
yet.
we
It's
push
not
it
yet.
like a
Not yet.
hamster ball, or am I punching my brother in the face?
Well, let's start.
TikTok.
I mean,
Either way, we can't. If we move the hamster ball, the debris might fall off Cade, and I'm concerned about what Cade might do without debris on top of him.
Do we want him to drop the sword?
I'm gonna
or no?
walk over. I'm gonna walk over, not within any remote swinging distance and or sword distance of Cade, and just be like, Cade, you there, buddy? You okay?
Do we want him to hold the sword or drop it?
He's not letting go of the sword.
We don't
need
know
this-
yet.
we need
I can
the sword.
I can cast a spell and command him to drop it.
No, go for it.
I like this plan.
That's a good plan.
Right, but
Solid
look,
plan.
we need the sword.
It's
Why-
coming
we
with
can-
us. It's coming with us.
I don't know. Wrap the sword in something or do something to try and not. Okay.
But this is a decision for us tomorrow as we go through the gate today because it's coming with us in a ball of wood that
Okay.
lasts only 10 minutes.
No, we're in a
Alright,
ball of
alright,
magicalness that lasts 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys want to do it this way? We'll do it this way. Make him.
Here's the
drop
thing: while you're rolling this hamster ball while you're rolling this thing like a hamster ball, and then the debris rolls off, Cade, and then he stabs Bartleby in the
Yusu, I
back,
already
and
said
then
we're
the
gonna
sphere
do it
of
your
force
way.
disappears. We're fucked either way. We should probably figure out the Cade problem
Right.
first.
Hey, Grimes, can you go ahead and cast that fancy spell that makes people drop things?
I just said we were going to do it your way. Stop telling me we should do it your way. Okay.
I was talking to Brennis.
Liar. All right.
No,
I wasn't listening at all. Can you go ahead and cast?
God damn it! I give it.
All right. I'm just reading on my spell here. All right, yeah. Cade, drop it. Now what do I do?
Go ahead and cast your spell.
Okay.
What is the...
It's probably a
Save.
will save or something on
Will.
your part. Yeah. Or sorry, wisdom now. It's not will anymore, is it?
Yeah. All right, I got a 12.
What's your DC, Graz?
My DC. Where's that at? Sorry.
So
Well, first of all, the spell. When you read the spell, what is it? Does it say that the other person casts the save?
Yeah, there's something like that here. Let me real quick. Speak one word command. Target must succeed on wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. Spell has no effect if the target is
Okay.
undead.
So the spell save DC is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your casting modifier, which is probably wisdom. As a cleric.
Yes.
So whatever your proficient. So okay, proficient. If you look next to your class on your home page,
I
on your
mean,
character sheet, you
plus
see
3.
proficiency.
Very
Yeah,
top.
and then
Yep, it's
the
plus 3.
Okay, and then the plus underneath your wisdom on the left side, you'll see like wisdom 16 plus 3 or
14.
something like that.
16, yep.
It is
Plus
16,
3.
so then plus 3. Okay, so that's 6 plus 8, so your DC save is 14.
14, so he didn't make it.
So he did not make it. So he should theoretically anything outside else happening be forced to drop whatever's in his hand. I think is how that spell works. Command
Unless he's undead.
Well,
So,
yeah, unless like I said, outside factors.
When you issue your command to Cade, Graziano, Cade relinquishes his grip on the sword. He's still trapped beneath the obelisk. It appears to be pinning his legs, but when he lets go of the sword, he's almost kind of leaned forward trying to pull against it. He lets go and just kind of falls back. And when he does this, the darkened tendrils that were moving up around his body appear to dissipate from his hands, and his skin returns back to its original color. And he looks up at you guys, almost coming to from a daze, says, "What the fuck is going on? I was just talking to some fucking woman in the cosmos for what felt like weeks. Where the fuck are we?"
We're in a hamster ball.
Cade kind of
And
looks
there's a
around and
lot
says,
of
"Yeah, I
water."
can see that." And right as he
Yeah.
says that, that is when the water reaches your wall of force and takes your sphere and lifts it up in the air like a fishing bobble and just starts slinging it all around this realm.
God damn it.
Your guys' location and general direction of anything has just gone out the fucking window. Good luck finding your way back to the bookshelf. We need to make some rolls here.
Wait,
Hey,
hang on.
did that lady say anything like interesting? Like, did you guys, since you were for weeks, we bought my brother, you this Rizzler. We're gonna die anyways, mate.
Cade looks at you, says, "I don't know, man. She said her name was Alyssa, and apparently she's been trapped here for a very long time. Half of what she said didn't make any sense, but she said something about looking for a lost cache of dragons or some shit. I don't know. All I know is apparently she knows Tony. So
That's
do
cool.
with that
That's what we were
information
trying
what
to
you
do
will
before we
we die.
Yeah. Well, it's good to have you back, brother. I like to die with my brother.
All right, so what are we doing? I'm gonna go ahead and pull us out of combat, so we're not really in combat anymore. How long does your spell last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay. You guys have 9 minutes and 54 seconds.
Okay. First
Now,
things.
but the water is calm now, right?
I mean, it's still sloshing
probably.
around. Like you're
Yeah.
going to be sloshing around for a bit. It takes a while for this amount of water to level out. But I would say everybody give me a perception check.
You said the name was Alyssa. He was talking to.
Yes.
What was the name of that lady that helped us kill that worm? No, nobody. Oh,
No fucking clue. You
right.
slept with her probably.
No,
You don't remember her name?
No, it was Jenna, and it was Greedy. And then I haven't really had a lot of time since then, have I?
All right, so you guys are able to perceive through the exterior of the sphere, looking down probably about, I don't know, 10, 15 yards below you, what looks to be the floor of the field that you were just in. And the more perceptive among you at this point, which happens to be Brennus, you can see a whirlpool starting to form down at the base of the field. And it appears to be pulling all of the water in through what looks like a bookcase standing in the middle of the bottom of the area there.
Okay.
So like water is basically like pouring in like a sewer hole, like a manhole into the.
Yes.
Okay.
So Rheoman's sanctum is now flooding.
Okay, guys. Be prepared. I am a much easier target than fucking Cade, but be prepared to like, do whatever. I am going to try and with a blanket, like folded a couple times, wrap it around the sword, and then assuming I don't go crazy, place that blanket wrapped sword inside of my quiver of Alona, which the largest compartment can hold up to like 6 bows or quarterstaffs magically. So I'm assuming it can hold a sword
Yes.
if I stuff it in there. So that is what I'm going to try and do.
That's a good plan.
Okay.
Would you like some moral support?
I would like you to like tell me to drop it if I start becoming a fucking demon. Is Susu successful at doing that?
Give me a strength athletics check. DC of 15 to finish pulling the sword from the obelisk.
Oh shit, it's still like stuck in a piece of rock?
Yes, Cade was not able to get it all the way out.
No chance I'm doing that.
That sounds like my brother.
So I am not proficient in athletics. Am I still good to roll it?
Yeah, just give me a strength check. DC 15.
As I wrap the blanket around and then I go, I don't do anything.
Yeah, you're able to get real good purchase on it.
I'll look to Brennus and say, shit, I don't know. I don't trust you. I'll look to, Graz, I need you. Fuck. I'll look
Brennus.
I'll look to Bartleby and be like, Bartleby, you want to help me out?
I can't. I have to keep us all alive.
Oh,
Brennus.
shit.
Brennus.
Yeah.
Go get the sword for me, man.
All right.
I
Yeah,
wanna
Do
I
it
wanna-
through the blanket.
Wait,
Don't touch
I
the
need to make a
sword.
small hole and put it through
No.
the hole.
God damn it. Don't
Wait.
touch the sword.
Well, how am I
Just-
supposed to get it out of the rock without touching it, right? They
Grip
tell me
it.
I'm the smart one, right?
Grip it through the blanket.
grip it, rip it through the blanket. I've done that a lot. All right. And so I'm gonna try to grab the hilt
You're
through
in
the
no-
blanket, and I'm going to try to pull it through the rock.
As this happens, I will say you are in no way experienced with anything of this size.
All right, give me a DC 15 athletics check.
All right.
Shit.
Do I have advantage on this because I'm raging?
Sure, I'll say that.
All right.
Okay.
Just an athletic check, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you successfully wrench the sword from the stone, and as you do this, as the sword leaves the obelisk vanishes and turns into a cloud of black, noxious gas.
Damn it.
Bartlemy, give me a concentration check, DC 15, to maintain your spell.
You just couldn't wait. Could you, Susu?
And then
you
we...
say-
Bullshit.
And you say
knew-
I'm reckless. I'll have you
No,
know that when
no.
I cast, my crew and my team comes first.
Either way, you knew as we're moving it, he's going to roll it around and the sword's going to randomly touch somebody and turn them fucking evil.
Oh,
so
yeah,
no,
absolutely.
He's going to fuck us either way.
I have to run concentration check. Where's the button for a concentration check? Alright. What's the concentration check for? I mean,
You're maintaining your spell while... Well, you know, here. Do you want to breathe in the noxious fumes?
no. Well, actually, maybe. I mean, well, are they like spreading out like all the way? Like, what are they doing?
It basically has engulfed your entire sphere. So everyone now has either got a choice. You can try to hold your breath until the water subsides, which is going to be a tall fucking order. You can take a deep breath of noxious demon fumes, or you can drop your spell and try to not drown.
I'll go ahead and just breathe it in and see what happens.
All right. Who else
Hey.
is going to take a deep breath?
What can I use? Channel Divinity, Radiance of the Dawn.
What does that do? Are you
That
trying to
is-
cast
that-
like a light spell?
It's banishing darkness and dealing additional damage. I present my holy symbol, and it is supposed to dispel anything 30 feet of me.
Take that, Trey.
Additionally, each hostile creature within 30 feet must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes radiant damage equal to 2d10 plus your cleric level on a failed saving throw, and half as much damage on a successful one. A creature that has a total cover from you is not affected.
Okay.
God damn it, no.
Because
No,
I
know
love
where
it.
This is going. No, I
Do
know
this
where
at
is going.
advantage. This is going to be a DC 20. I hope you succeed. Because if you don't, I'm going to fuck you guys hard.
The second I see gas, fucking Susu's holding his breath.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna hold my breath since Bartleby's deep throating it. I was just gonna see what happens to him.
And I'm holding out the quiver and being like,
It's all gas though, right? It's not an actual item anymore. It's not a physical item
no,
anymore.
the obelisk rock is now gas. You still have the sword wrapped in the blanket.
Okay.
So I am just pointing at the quiver, being like,
I'm gonna hold my breath, and that's what I would be doing. Is
do what
moving
you do
towards
best.
that.
I figure
do what
it's
you do
either-
best and stick it in.
It's either going to be something cool
man.
or Trey's going to kill us. Either way, Trey's trying to kill us. So might as well just make it easy.
It can be both. It can be both.
It could be cool and death. It's fine.
So far, this has been a fucking game of cat and mouse.
Don't
Do
worry,
it,
we got
Graz.
one more trick.
Graz,
Alright,
come
so-
on, brother.
so what
You
happens?
just need 20.
Trey, what happens when I just
I'll
breathe
tell
it in?
you in a minute.
When you
All right.
breathe it in and he hurts evil, guess who gets hurt?
So is he going? What's Graz got to roll actually? Like, let's help. him
Yeah.
out here.
What do I have to roll? Sorry.
What was your spell? So I think you need to roll your spell casting.
Spellcasting. Yes. Channel Divinity Radiance of the Dawn. Cast is DC 11.
So you have to. So they have to roll
Register.
a. They have to roll a save. He just casts it. They have to roll
Yeah, I
a
was gonna
save.
say it's his divine order or whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah.
He gets one per long rest or whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna say you need to make a roll here
Okay.
and present your symbol of your faith.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna make this an advantage. Just roll it as like a spell attack.
Okay. How do I do that?
Your spell attack mod is your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier.
We did
So
this
you'd roll.
last time.
You'd roll. Well, for
Okay.
a spell attack, you roll a d20 and add those two things. For a DC, you just add 8. So you'll roll it. You can just roll a random d20,
Yep.
Bottom left
and
side.
then
Yep.
and then you're adding
Advantage.
your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier.
Okay. Thank you.
Bottom left side. Advantage. +5, +2,
Oh.
and
Do it
then.
right.
+5. What are you talking about?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter. Never mind.
What the fuck?
Just rolls a nat 20 out of the gate. No problem. He doesn't know nothing. It's fine. Bartleby's dead.
I'd like to present my symbol. Displays dark matter.
Of course, you would make the most useless character in Captain Planet.
Heart.
All right, Graziano, as you present the symbol of your faith and you call upon your deity, he answers. And your symbol begins to glow, almost so bright that it is blinding to everyone else that is in the sphere. But not to you, Graziano. And as you do this, you see everybody else holding their breath, but Bartleby, who has inhaled deeply and drank
Oh,
of
boy.
the gas of the noxious underworld, you just see covering his all of his exposed skin is now abyssal, some form of abyssal runes, which look to be similar to what covered Susu's arm. But these don't appear to be carved in his skin like they're carved into Susu's arm. These appear to be almost magically etched, kind of similar to the inks that you found in Rheoman's sanctum that he used to make his spell scrolls. But as you do this, you see all of these runes and stuff start to almost burn and lift away from his skin. And as this happens, you hear a voice in your head that almost sounds very... Was your character there when they fought the fucking demon-possessed Biletooth? Or did you join after that?
I think it might have been after. Yes, Biletooth was after.
Okay, you hear in your head almost a demonic multi-voice saying, "The world trembles now. One can feel it in ways both sharp and subtle, mysterious and clear. One by one, inevitable events demand their place." And as you hear this, Chris, you get another inscription carved into your arm. Roll 2d6 for me. Chris?
Me?
Yeah. Three. And Chris, when you look at your arm, you can read it. It says, "And hunger shall come among you. You shall dig roots and pull children from the breast. The gaunt shall prey upon the gaunt."
Can you type that out?
Yeah.
Dude, why you gotta be so creepy all the time?
He's an edgelord.
This is in no way how I intended this character to go, but I am a-okay with it.
So
I've
what
only
happens
got-
to me?
I've only got
Other-
one good
other
arm
than-
left. I can't cut the fucker off.
What happens to me?
I got one good arm to hold you, darling.
Bartleby, as you inhale the noxious fumes before Graziano casts his spell, you feel almost all of your deepest, darkest desires and every vice that you've ever had welling up inside you. And your most immediate urge is to kill everyone that is around you and steal all of their shit.
Uh-oh.
And just as you feel the need to act on that emotion and drop your shield so that it only encompasses you and you let the rest of your group drown, Graziano casts his spell and he banishes those thoughts from your mind.
Good shit, Graz.
But as you're thinking about those thoughts that you had, you realize that there is a part of that person inside of you. And that person now talks to you in the back of your mind.
Nice.
So it's
Yeah,
like a
our
reverse
passenger.
mushroom trip.
And now
Yeah,
every
okay.
time you have a thought, I'm going to whisper something in your head. Every time you make an insight check, I'm going to whisper something to you. And it's going to be the dark side of your psyche that's sitting on your shoulder constantly, urging you to do bad shit until you find a way to deal with it.
That's fun.
Who says I want to find a way to deal with it? That could just be fun. All right. Okay.
That's
Okay.
like my real life.
I mean, right? Dude, did I ever tell you I was like severely depressed for 6 years? That sounds like a cakewalk to me.
Okay, before I type out your scripture, Chris, is there anything else you guys are doing in this current environment? Or are you going to try to wait out and ride the whirlpool down back into Rheoman's sanctum?
Well, first of all, just to be clear, while all this is happening, we got the sword wrapped in a blanket, stuffed in the quiver.
Yes, the sword is in
Successfully?
your quiver.
Okay.
And
No,
we have,
neither one of us turned evil.
No, you were able to avoid
Okay.
making contact with the sword, so you were not.
Okay.
So swords in the quiver. We have 9 minutes and 30 seconds left on the spell.
And the
roughly,
rest of us are fucking blinded at the moment. So,
Blinded, and
fuck.
we're slowly hamster ball swirling in a toilet.
Yeah, you were circling the drain, headed back towards Rheoman's sanctum.
We could just let it circle until this thing plugs the hole, and then like pop the bubble, and then we just fall in the portal.
Susu, I am so surprised you came up with that all by yourself.
That's it. You'd already thought of it. Is that what I'm hearing in your
That
tone?
was-
Because you're
that
kind
was
of coming off like a
Wait.
dick.
That was the plan
that
when
was-
I did it.
That was the voice in the back of his head saying that.
No.
Oh.
No, that was definitely Bartleby. Yeah,
You
'cause
know,
what?
if we weren't strangely attached by fate, Bartleby, I wouldn't like you very much. All right, just throwing that out there.
I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I have a cloak of the mana ray, and I could let this ball just dissolve and swim away from you right now. So, keep talking shit to me.
Swim!
What?
You got so loud that your mic cut out.
Oh, sorry.
So the very last thing we heard was swim.
Said I'm the only one in the group that can swim.
Oh,
I have a cloak of the mana ray.
Okay, fair enough.
I have a 60-foot swim speed, and I can breathe underwater.
I can just swim. I'm an adult. I learned to swim.
I don't care.
When you coming home, I won't you
Bartleby,
live?
do your thing. This is your plan. You've got it. Do your thing. So
How
we're
fast is that water draining?
Good time then.
I would say, given the current drain rate, you'll probably be down there plugging the hole before your spell runs out. I'd say it's probably got another 6 or 7 minutes on it, so you got plenty of time.
All right, so does anybody look
Can we heal up at all?
particularly like dirty or need to be cleaned up? I can prestidigitation some people clean. filled place with a nice flowery spell. I'm just waiting. I'm just killing time until we hit the drain. But basically, when we get to the point where we're plugging the hole,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have everyone push up against the edge of the... Basically, so that all of us are kind of piled into where the bookcase is.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to let the spell go, and that'll push us into the room to make sure everyone gets pushed into the room. And then we'll be inside.
Alrighty. So does anybody else want to do anything?
Just let me know how much water is still behind us.
Okay. You mean out in the field area?
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody else want to do anything before these events occur?
No, I'm good.
Alrighty.
Cade's good, right? Like everybody's in good shape.
I can't like keep doing things, right? I feel like I'm taking so many spell turns without there not being some sort
You
of...
are A-okay. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, you don't have channel divinity anymore. I think you only get one charge per long rest.
Right, that's
But
right.
I think command isn't command. Is it level 1 or is it 2?
I was just looking to... I thought I had a heal.
You should have
Spell that-
healing word, which could be level 1, but you also
Right.
could have a potion. How hurt
And I
are
was
you
just-
right now?
Well, I'm at a plus... I'm at a 6 right now, so I was just thinking of trying to knock that down. Or can I use that HD at all?
Yeah, you can use one of your hit die right now if you want to.
Alright.
You gotta take a short rest, but I mean,
Oh.
I'll say you guys
Sorry,
hanging
I
out
just
in the
rolled it.
obelisk, you guys can do that on the way down. If everybody wants to, you can take one hit die and count this as a short rest.
Cool, thank you.
All right,
I can't, because I have to concentrate on the spell.
that is
Yeah.
true.
I don't need to. Okay.
So I'm gonna look at Susu and be like, "Hey man, I bet I could make it worse."
I
I don't know why I think that's so funny.
I don't doubt it, Bartleby. I don't know why you would want to. I really don't. It would be real nice if we could just all act like we like each other and just get out of the giant evil wizard magic land in one piece, mostly. I mean, we don't need a fireball cast inside of a hamster. We don't need that.
I wasn't gonna do that.
It's okay.
Come on. I can't cast a fireball in here. I'd kill myself. That's silly.
I don't know what your plan is, but it's A-okay. I believe you. You don't have to prove it.
Are you sure?
I'm
Okay.
positive. You don't.
Okay.
We're good.
All right, so you guys rolling down to plug the opening now?
Let's roll.
All right.
We are ready.
Okay. You guys get down there and plug the opening. I'd say there's probably still several thousand gallons of water. I mean, enough to flood the area that you're moving into.
Yep.
Behind you. But I mean, logic would dictate that it's probably already flooded. So,
Yeah, but we don't want to get swept into the hole as we go through. So, Trey, can I, so as we're going through, actually, Susu, you're much more dexterous than I am. As we're going through the bookcase, will you grab a book?
Any book?
Any book. It should.
I will do that.
Yeah. Shut the water off. Right.
You are much more dexterous than I am.
I will do my best. Let's do it.
Thank you, one-handed wonder.
all right. So, Jim, are you dropping your spell?
Yes.
Okay. Susu, give me a dexterity check, DC 15, to pull a book from the shelf. There you go. So, I want you guys to describe for me what happens when Jim drops his spell and the water begins to flush you all through that opening.
I really needed a bath anyway, so it's kind of nice, isn't it?
Well, I guess as he drops it, I assume we all just like get caught up. There's a moment where Susu is standing, and then the water immediately hits him and knocks him down. And as we're sliding back down through the portal, just as we're entering back in through, I just try and do my best to kind of roll off to the side, knowing that the water will be rushing out direct. Roll out to the side as I do, just with a wish and a prayer, reach behind me, feel something that is leathery, grab it and yank it, hoping that everybody else is through the portal ahead of me, I guess.
I was happy in death once, and god damn it, I can't wait to get back.
As you reach behind you and you feel the leather wrapped tome of the book on the shelf, right as you pull it out, you notice Bartleby coming through on the back end as he lets you guys move through first as he closes his spell down. And right as the book comes out, it takes probably 2 or 3 seconds, but as the bookshelf reforms, you've got a bunch of soggy books now in its place, but there's no water coming through anymore.
Oh, thank God. I will then like kind of roll onto my back, take a look at the book, and it is something about, as best I can read it, adventures of a seaborn muse. And I immediately throw it away, thinking that it is fucking fate yet again, laughing in my face.
When you turn to chuck the book away, you chuck it in the general direction that your bottomless quiver went, and in your quiver's place is now a busted open quiver and a human woman, probably early to mid 20s, dark hair, dark leather kind of doublet, is laying in the floor as you peg her in the face with a book, and she looks and says, "What the fuck did you do that for?" And
Susu
we're gonna take a 10-minute break.
Susu quickly looks at her and then the broken quiver and immediately does not give a shit about her and runs to the magical quiver and starts to be very sad.
Let's do 10 minutes. Let's come back at 11:30. I got 20, 30 more minutes. We should wrap up by 12.
Cool.
All right.
Very cool.
Are you the one that just wrecked my quiver? I'm so mad at you, Carly.
Did you just throw a book at my face?
I did. God damn it. We're never getting past this. I will hate you from now on for
I'll
destroying
never forget it.
my magical quiver.
Well, you shouldn't have hit me in the face with a book. Or did you hit me in the face with a book because I destroyed your magical quiver?
No, but I can easily see how you would think that. It was entirely unintentional.
This has been a fun session. I cannot wait till I die. Yeah, man.
Fucking computer just keeps chugging.
What?
No, my computer just keeps slowing down. I'll be right back.
Check, check, 1, 2. Oh, it's... So what do you have playing it on Watch Together right now? Is this just a ambient background? Oh, Trey's gone, that's why. So what do you have on Watch Together right now? Is it just some kind of ambiance? Yep, okay. It's freaking me out because I'm hearing it all over and I keep thinking...
I keep thinking somebody's knocking on my fucking door.
Yes, exactly.
You put
It's
something
freaking me
else
out.
What's up, Carly?
Hey.
This is better.
Carly, you missed it. Everything I do pisses Chris off. Everything.
Oh no. What else is new?
I mean, it's not like I'm doing it on purpose.
Yeah, but you guys all have a history.
Sure.
I mean, I'm totally doing it on purpose. But...
I'm starting to notice a trend in my character. You're not alone now.
this thing on.
I don't know why I have this note, but I also have this note that Rheoman was renting a mausoleum for the Mausolon family.
That's where you are currently.
Oh, that was where the dungeon was.
Yeah.
Was the mausoleum? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Trey.
Hmm.
One of the things I remember doing. Oh wait, hang on. Did I? Yeah, one of the things I do remember doing was packing up all of like the spell making components, like all the powder shit that he had.
Yeah.
I don't have a list of all that stuff.
No, I think I had a. Let's say I had a parcel for his chamber. Had some of that stuff in it. Oh my god, it's so slow. Okay. Parcel story. Why did I change this up?
Sorry, I was making tea.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, that room's badass. The Evil Dead, I like it. That's fucking cool.
Thanks.
Alright, so as you guys get back into Rheoman's Sanctum, as the water level starts to drop back down into the well at the end of the room, first look over and notice that the ostensibly the sword that you were sent to retrieve is now turned into a woman. Fucking crazy. And your first act as a party is to throw a book and peg her in the face. Good times.
And then cry over our magic
Ow!
quiver.
So what? How is this first encounter gonna go? Who's talking first?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna look at her and then look at Cade and be like, "Is that the woman you were talking to?"
Cade kind of looks over, coughing up a little bit of water, clearing his lungs. Says, "Yeah, that looks like her."
So you're Alyssa.
Yes.
Nice. Well, you're welcome.
Well, yeah, thank you. I've only been, trapped as a sword for like over 2,000 years now.
Well,
Took you guys long enough.
We just found out about you like 2 days ago, so
Yeah.
I want to back up off that. Just saying, we just found out.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Wait, how do you know Tony Toucan?
Well, I left my notes downstairs, but
Awesome. It's a great place for him.
no, but But from what I remember is that basically I was a victim of the cult of, what was it?
The dragon?
The cult of the dragon. And basically my whole family was annihilated by the cult of the dragon when I was 8 years old. And I was forced to live in a camp, a refugee camp. What was that called?
The field ward?
The field ward. And so basically, in order to
Why you
kind of
got?
just-
Wait, I got a question. Why are we trying to interrogate this lady? She's obviously been a
Thank you.
sword for a long time. Look,
Thank you.
But by the group, I would just like to say, hello, lady.
Hi. Thank you again.
Don't forget, though, she did try to viciously possess our buddy.
Well,
So
if you've been
there
in a
must
place
be
for a
some
long
evil.
time, no,
Wait,
if
there
you've
must
been locked
be
in
some
for a
evil in
long
this.
time.
Hang on.
I don't even remember that, so I'm really sorry.
That might not have been her. That may have been something from the obelisk that was trying to prevent.
Can I make a
Sort of something
suggestion, if
taken
I
out.
may? We're in a place, right? It's a dungeon, this place, right? With lots of water and shit. Can we get out of here and maybe, like, go find a place to have a better talk? My friend doesn't even have a hand anymore, right? He's got a stump, and it's kind of creepy. He's doing things with it. It creeps me out. I think we could just move to a safer place.
I just start
I
touching your
agree.
face with it.
See, this is what I'm talking about. It's gross, isn't it? Look, it's still scabby. I'm gonna stop calling you crispy.
Hey, Trey, I'm
Mhm.
talking to you in Gnomish.
I would like to try and mend the magical quiver, if I may, using my spell that repairs a single break or tear in an object.
I don't know if that's going to go well, but I appreciate it.
Mend is usually for just mundane items.
Torn cloak. Yeah, you're right. It is.
Yeah, I think it doesn't do magic.
Spell can physically repair a magic item or construct, but the spell can't restore magic to such an object.
Oh.
So you might lose magic, but you'll get your.
It's a fancy looking quiver, I guess I'll take it.
Okay.
Did it lose its magical ability when it's got a hole ripped through it?
Don't know. We'll find out as soon as I stick one arrow in it. If it's nothing else.
I tried.
I agree. I kind of agree with Brennis about getting out of here, but
All right.
also still not 100% sold on whole like evil lady who was trapped in a sword not being evil lady
I'm
when out of
not
a sword.
evil.
Yeah, but right, we gotta take her back with us anyways, isn't it, right? Because we don't have a sword. She was the sword. I'm not very smart, but I feel like it's kind of one of those things that is just like, duh, right?
Yeah.
We gotta take her with us. We might as well be pleasant, right?
But then
It's
it
not-
then it becomes
Did
very
Tony
morally.
send you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well then good. Then he's gonna wanna have me back.
Well, see, there it is, right? He's got what have her back. Why are you being so distrustful? So
Just-
it's fine. It's right.
It's a little morally ethical to sell like a living person, as we're seeing as how this whole group just went through
ethical.
that.
You fucking put me in a field with a fucking lightning pole and had me hold it to get electrocuted. Where's the moral ethics then? You know what I'm saying? It's fine. It's a young lady.
Well, that's morally okay because it's funny.
Oh, right. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's fine. It was pretty funny.
Well, guys, we
Let's
can
get out.
we can teleport to
Nope.
Oh,
To Raymond's house.
Whoa.
well,
hey.
Nuh-uh.
right here.
No.
It was broken. It looks like it's broken, right? Like, we saw
Wait,
half
where-
this body in that other house, right?
Where is Rheoman?
He's dead.
Because I don't want to deal with him. Okay, thank
That's
God.
a good. Wait, what?
Was he like an ex?
He
or
made me a
like-
sword. He
Well, that's not
trapped
too bad,
me
isn't it?
as a sword for over 2,000 years. I kind of don't
Oh.
like the guy.
Okay.
How the
Well,
fuck you know Tony if he's 2,000 years old, mate?
yeah. There's a lot of questions, Brett.
Again, more
First
things we
things-
should talk about later, right? It's just
First,
it's a
but
bad
yeah,
day.
but hold on. First thing is though, is that I don't trust any other magic coming out of this room as far as teleporting goes. Secondly, how do you know Rheoman is dead?
We put an axe to his ghosty head, right? He was
Oh, was that Rheoman?
Yes.
He said, "Hello, my name's Raymond. I shall die." You don't remember that? It's easy. You acted like that was 2 years ago or something, mate. It's crazy. It was literally like an hour ago, mate.
I got hit in the head a couple times.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
You know,
you did.
Man.
Yeah,
I was
it's true.
dealing with drowning
Yeah,
and
it was
fine
traumatic.
monsters.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Drowning? Who drowned?
Well, it was close.
A
wasn't it?
risk of drowning. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But I mean,
Brendan-
we came from slavery, right? So this isn't as traumatic as slavery, right?
You're
Yeah, it's fine. Susu's fine. You're right. Bobby, do you think we should take this portal, mate? Because I feel like it'd be a bit on the dangerous side, wouldn't it?
All right.
Wait, whose portal is this?
It's a
Your
teleportation
ex-boyfriend,
circle.
right?
Well, it's mine now.
Well,
It would have been
that's gotta be
Rheoman's portal.
possessive.
Okay.
I'm. This is my space now.
Our portal odds are
Right.
not very good.
Listen, last time I went through a portal, right, I had the fucking craziest dream, right? I saw weird things and different types of magic, and there was people with swords in their hands. They were pretty cool, mate.
All right. So you guys want to take 2 hours to get out, or do you want to try and use? Do you want to use the teleportation circle?
Why
2
do you
hours.
want to die, Bobby? I don't understand. This is
We're not gonna
hardcore. It's hardcore, isn't it?
die. We're not gonna die. You guys
Right,
are
all right.
babies.
Listen, Bobby, if you want me to be your sacrificial lamb, I've told you a long time ago, it's not a problem, is it? But maybe this time we listen to Susu.
All right,
Let him
well,
have
why-
this win.
While they're arguing, Susu is literally over there with like only one hand under his arm trying to tie knots and shit, you know, to be like, well, when I fucking start talking to myself, he's gonna think that I'm fucking not traumatized, like tying shit around rocks.
Is the hole that leads to like where we came from, is that just full of water at this point? Because thousands of gallons of water went in there.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so we'd have to swim through that. There's no way out unless we take a portal, basically.
So there is, if you remember, there is a crack at the bottom of that well. So the water will drain out eventually. It's probably just going to take a couple of hours.
All right, let me do this. I'm gonna dive in to the hole.
Okay.
I'll put my putting my hood up, diving into the hole, just swimming around and seeing like if there's like another way we can open a door or anything to.
Before you jump, Bobby, can I catch him midair and tie a rope around his waist, right? So I can pull him if he tugs it twice. Just to be on the safe side, mate. It is hardcore.
Can I do that? Is that
Sure.
okay?
Give me a reflex save
What's a reflex save?
or dex save. We'll say
Dexterity.
difficulty 10.
Okay. Okay. Well, I have advantage.
All right.
Hell yeah.
All right. You successfully catch Bartleby. Bartleby, are you going to let him tie a rope around your waist?
Fine.
Thank you, mate. It makes me feel bad. It's for me, innit?
All right. Well, how long is your rope?
You gotta ask the dragon for that, man. It is 50 feet. Is that enough?
No.
How many
Right.
feet do you want?
Well, I'm
We can
gonna.
find
I'll,
another
let me swim down. So when I swim down, Trey,
Mhm.
do I see like any other obvious way of getting the water to drain faster?
You notice there is a pretty sizable whirlpool at the bottom of the well that Chester Cobblepot's body was in earlier. His body's obviously been strewn about the well now with all the water going out through there. I mean, you might try to make that hole bigger. There does appear to be some water going out through that side door back into the actual mausoleum area. Going down the hallway where you guys encountered the gelatinous cube and those zombies and stuff.
Mhm.
But it looks like the entire mausoleum now has been pretty well flooded, all the way out to the stairs that go back up to the side of the undercliff. So if you guys wanted to wait for all of this water to drain back down, not only just from the well, but from the mausoleum and back down the stairs and everything, I'd say it's probably going to take you at least 10 to 12 hours.
All right. So I'll swim back up, and let everybody know that. Like, it's going to be like a half day at least before this water is all.
Are we a patient bunch? I don't feel like I'm very patient.
Is there still a good bit of stuff
Wait,
in
is
here?
there a portal?
Yeah, there's a teleportation circle that I know how to use. It's over there, but nobody wants me to use it.
We're a little gun
Why
shy
not?
with portals.
Well, you see, is it metagaming to talk about the things in the past?
Well, because the last time we used it,
But did we use it though?
we did.
Technically,
Well, we
That's what
tried to
gave
use
us a
it. The last
fever
time we
dream?
tried to use it, I didn't realize that it's not just a portal through space; it's a portal through time, and it kind of got some reverb kickback, and we had a really strange hallucination dream. But we all woke up, and we were fine, and I have a better grasp of what I'm doing now. You know, a lot of high level magic is, you know,
Trial and error. I get it.
exactly.
Okay.
But if you guys want to chill for like a couple hours, we can do that. As I'm talking to them, I'm also looking around the room, just surveying like what's left, and if there's anything of value that I can still take as far as like wizarding things are concerned. Trey.
So if you guys look on the party sheet, I've put a parcel into the tab there.
Party sheet.
Although there is still a rod of resurrection in there, I think that is yours, Graz.
That's right. I think I still have that, right?
hell yeah, we got some platinum, boys. An elegant scroll, gemstone, jade. We got bookends.
I want just the unidentified. So
Well, how about you let me identify it?
no, just
Oh.
What
just
are
one.
blank books for?
No, I'm good with whatever. We can throw this all in the party, whatever, or people can take stuff out.
All right. Is there anything on the elegant scroll, or is it just an elegant looking scroll?
Are you going to identify it?
So what needs to be identified?
So this is tricky because it's showing me what they actually are.
Okay, so we have ancient spell scroll, no description. Blank book, no description. Diamond, which I assume doesn't need a description. Elegant scroll with no description. Gemstones, jade bookends, rod of resurrection, which should go to Gus. Unidentified, and wand.
Okay, so the wand needs to be identified. I'm assuming the elegant scroll, the ancient spell scroll has to do with the teleportation circle.
All right, well, I'm definitely taking that. All right, so
And then there's one other item. What is the non-ID name here?
okay.
The one that's just
Treasure?
unidentified.
That's
Okay.
probably the other treasure. I'm going to say each of these is going to take you an hour to identify. You got plenty of time. Are you going to identify items, or did you want to work over the scroll? I'm going to
Well,
say...
I mean, identify items is a 1 minute spell.
Oh, okay. If you got spell, yeah, go ahead and cast.
All right, so I can cast it. How many items do we have to identify?
I think just 3. I've only got
Okay.
3 non-identified items here.
All right, so that'll take me 3 minutes, and I have the. All right, so yep,
Okay.
we'll identify.
Did those ID for y'all?
Yeah, the ancient spell scroll didn't. Right, that's not supposed to.
No. So that ancient spell scroll pertains to the temporal distortion circle, which is the
Okay.
teleportation circle.
So I'll take that. Do you guys care if I take that? Obviously, it's okay, right?
Yeah. I'm good with it.
Everybody okay with that?
Oh yeah, mate. I don't care what kind of shenanigans you like to get into. It's fine.
How do I equip the rod? I'm on equipment.
I still
like-
got one.
There's one that just says unidentified on my. I don't see anything getting identified on my side, but I also didn't see the rod in there, so I don't know if that's on me.
and
It's a
move
sign.
over to his inventory. Hang on.
Well, Susu, we could take you to a place that can regrow your hand, mate.
Ooh.
We got plenty of cash now, mate.
I mean,
We are
Yeah, I think
sitting on
goal-
some cash.
goal 1 is getting out of here. Goal 2 is probably figuring out a new hand situation.
Yeah, because being a one-handed man is a bit odd, isn't it?
I mean,
You'd be
I'm
very
adaptable.
Popular. You'd be very popular at the brothel, so you know what I mean. You've got you know, people have a thing for people that've got a bit of deformities, yeah.
don't
Saying.
know what you do when you go to cities, and I don't want to know what you do when you go to cities.
Mate, you know what I go do when we go to cities. Come on, mate.
We said we would never talk about how we ran into each other that one time.
Yeah, but we made eye contact, mate, and it was one of those most beautiful things in your life, right? So it's one of those things that we don't have to talk about it, right? But I'm just saying, you know.
Well, it's hard not to make eye contact when she's half jellyfish and translucent, okay?
Yeah, but it was great.
Thank you for working that out, Trey.
Oh, you're welcome.
I mean, either way, if we want to do the portal thing, let's just do the portal thing. A warm bed sounds nice. That's all I'm saying.
Vial of Stardust. What is that?
Also,
We all have
I don't
to die
wanna-
at some point, right?
I don't want to stay 12 hours
Yeah.
in a creepy, drippy dungeon with a magical sword lady who may or may
Alright.
not still be evil.
Okay, well, give me a couple. Give me like an hour.
God damn it, by that time I can swim out of here. What the fuck?
Then go swim out of here and hold your breath.
Susu, he
Everything.
doesn't mean
Everything.
that. Don't do that,
First,
Susu.
first, you don't want me to use the portal. Now you want me to use the portal. Then you don't
No,
want me to
hey,
swim down. Now you
Bobby,
want me
it's
to swim
fine.
down.
It's fine.
Like-
It's fine. You go fish it, mate. Take the time you need, right? Let's not have any crazy dreams, yeah.
All right, so
Hey,
Trey,
choose
I'm
to
gonna
come with me, I got
hunker
some
down
meat
with the ancient spell scroll
Okay.
and read it.
Okay.
So let me know what that does.
How long are you going to study over the scroll for?
As long as I need to make sure I understand it.
Okay. I'm going to say as long as you need to understand it is not going to be within the next 12 hours. So give me a Arcana check. I'm going to say DC. We'll say DC 10 plus current level. DC 15 to get you up to the next level of understanding of the spell.
Bam.
There you go. All right, I'm going to say your chances now are,
Don't tell them, just tell me.
yeah.
Why is everything gotta be secret, bro?
Yeah, but
Because I don't feel like hearing it from Chris.
Secret.
If the water is gone, I'm walking out of here, to be clear. If we've waited 10 hours already, I'm just walking out. I'm climbing down the little thing. I'm walking the fuck out of here.
Where's your sense of adventure, Susu? If we gotta go, we might as well go together, mate.
My-
Right, like,
My sense of adventure is on empty after this long fucking adventure we just went on.
hey, if we would have done it
Long
your way,
adventure?
yeah, not too
Okay,
bad.
well,
Years.
not quite
Okay,
that
so-
long. Okay, that's
So,
fair
so
enough.
guys,
You got us beat.
I'm middling to fairly confident that we'll get to where we want to go using the
That
portal.
sounds good to me, mate.
All right, I'm in.
Let's just
Come
go
on,
for
dude.
it.
Come on,
I'm
Sue.
walking. I'm walking.
All right, so I'm gonna go to the portal and hold my hands out for the people who want to come. I'm gonna look over at Susu and say, "Hey, man, you coming?"
If everyone else gets in the circle, I will also get in the circle.
Come on,
Alright.
Susu.
Okay, just to properly illustrate for everybody, Bartleby is going to have to repair the circle where the piece where the crack went over and obscured it. which is what caused Rheoman's death, ostensibly. So it's not just he's going to walk over and know how to do the somatic components and stuff. He's going to have to actually use some of the like spell crafting components to actually make changes and additions to the circle.
It's fine.
Is there anything I can do to help?
What's
Do
your
you
area
have
of
Arcana?
expertise?
I have no idea. I haven't even rolled my
Yeah, I need to
character
roll your
yet.
character up. I'm going to say, yeah, you can assist. It'll give him advantage on his roll.
Okay.
You can go and fetch things in the sanctum.
All right. I will
Awesome.
roll. What do I need to roll? Trey?
You've only been
Give
staring
me
at.
a Arcana check. I'm going to say this is a DC of 16. All right.
That works for me.
Right on the edge.
You are very confident that the symbols that you have inscribed into the scroll are the ones that were there before.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I'm gonna lean over to Alyssa and be like, "You've been staring at this wizard's handwriting for the last 2,000 years. Does that hook on the J look like it's in the right place that he just drew on the ground?"
Have I been staring at that for 2,000 years?
I don't fucking know what you've been reading.
Yeah, I will say yes.
I
You
don't
do
know
have
either.
some level of
Okay.
familiarity with it, and the hook on the J is ever so slightly off, which you are able to correct.
Okay. There you go.
I trust it now, kind of.
All right, is everybody taking the circle?
Let's
Yes.
go.
All right, Jim, roll a D100 for me.
We're on an elevator to hell.
Buckle up.
Did you see what I typed you, Trey?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to help you with your
Okay.
chances here.
No, I meant with the scroll.
Not at this point, because you've already spent, I'm going to say, 8
Okay.
hours studying it.
Okay. Yeah, I just remember. I just saw that I had it in
Yeah.
my inventory.
I will say the next time you sit down for a study session with it, though, if you take that, I will give you definitely advantage on whatever your roll is going to be. And
Okay.
as your comprehension gets higher, the corresponding DC is going to go up and up as your chances go up.
Of course it is. All right. And I want to roll.
Give me a D100. Give me a percentile.
Oh boy.
All right. And that's where I'm going to call tonight's session.
Fuck.
You're not even going to let us know if we made it?
Nah, not tonight.
Well, I mean, I can tell you guys that depending on how Trey decides to go with what works and what doesn't, we either are perfectly fine or we're fucked. So,
Well, we're perfectly fine, or we're gonna roll new characters.
I think we'll be perfectly fine.
That's
right.
a positive attitude. I like it.
yeah.
Welcome
Oh,
to
it's
the game,
like
Carly.
if Trey wants me to play next session, we're going to be perfectly
Yes.
fine.
Exactly. Exactly.
You haven't even rolled a character, so you can be
I
fine
know,
if we
right?
all die. It's fine.
I hope
There's a-
you're all fine.
There's a reason why he told her to don't worry about rolling a character before the session.
Yeah, I wasn't entirely sure y'all were going to make it back through the bookcase. I was like, I'm not going to put that much trouble into it at this point.
We got some super lucky rolls.
Y'all did.
Yeah,
That 20 was
like-
clutch. That nat 20 was clutch.
We also, I feel like, came up with some pretty creative solutions to these problems.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I don't imagine that is
definitely did not see
100%.
the fishbowl rolling you guys out on the water.
I will say
Yeah.
you played Aaron Cadella's character. Excellent. That would have been
Like
100%
perfectly.
what he would have done.
and exactly what he
100%.
would have said, too. Just about nothing.
All right. I guess guess, does everybody got anything? How was tonight's sessions? Everything go with everybody? Is there anything
Yeah.
need to change? Anything y'all
Good to
want
be
to see
back.
more of, less of?
No, yeah,
All right, good deal.
More D&D.
that was a lot of fun.
More
Yeah,
of
just
it.
just in general, more of yes.
Yeah.
All right,
No, it was a
yeah.
blast. I'm excited about getting back into it, man. So.
Yeah. Not to I think maybe easing back into some of this stuff, but definitely like if we're still doing the inventory slots thing,
Yeah.
I will probably need your help figuring out the consequences of no longer having like an endless quiver, because I'm sure I can't carry the shit that I had in there. So
Okay.
we'll have to go back and figure out. I'll need a refresher on how that works, I guess is what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking probably the first 30 minutes or so of the next session is going to be a little bit of housekeeping and stuff before we get back into the meat of the story here.
Yeah, because I have like a bunch of stuff that you need to give me from when I was doing the research and then doing all the spell stuff.
Everything that was in the
before.
parcel that wasn't picked up by other players, Brennis will just grab and put in the bag, just for point of story reference. So we have all the gold. And I'm not that.
Trey, my only question is the blank book actually a blank book, or is it just like?
No, so those books are not blank; they're unidentified. If you guys take time to go through and identify those books, I've actually got a separate parcel list that has what those books are. Some of them are valuable, some of them are not.
Cool.
But they're like that's like mundane.
They're mundane until you've identified them. Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Some of them are rare history. Some of them are like lineages, people that have.
No, what I meant is like none of them are magical books.
Not that you can tell.
So just think of them as books.
Yes, for now they're just books.
Okay.
We can split that up next session if we want to. Just
okay.
So
divide up
Brennis
all the
is carrying
money and
26 books on his back like the good pack mule that he is. Can we have? Well, I guess it depends if we survive. Donkey's still out in the fucking graveyard right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. He is.
Yeah.
Poor Donkey.
Well, we can just go fetch him.
From a side note, not to be figured out tonight. I don't know if you have a plan for the whole cursed arm thing, but if you want to ever discuss it, let me know, Trey. If you want to figure out where that's going. If you already have a plan for where it's going, great. I don't care.
Well,
Whatever you've got in mind.
Voices.
Yeah.
So
well,
you got it.
It is clearly still active after tonight, I guess is what I'm saying. So yeah, if you already have a plan, great. I'm all on board. If not, let me know if we need to come up with something, and we can sit down and talk about it.
Well, I mean, I've got an idea of what I'm doing with it, but if there is anything that you guys specifically want to see with your characters, I'm more than open to taking suggestions. If you've got certain stuff you want your characters to experience, or you want to try to take the party through, let me know and we can work that in.
Well, now that I'm having intrusive thoughts, if you want to turn that into a warlock patron and do some multi-class, that could be kind of fun.
Okay.
Anything to mess with Susu more.
I'll give you all the
banter
same
between you
patron.
guys
I can argue over who's the better fucking people.
Zero chance. Not happening.
Yeah. The banter is great. It's fun.
Hey, I do want to say, Chris, I know our characters clash a whole lot, but I love you.
So I mean nothing. I mean nothing against you.
Good. I just want to make sure.
If you feel like I'm coming off too mean, let me know. I will back off.
No. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. That our characters just like to bicker like children.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
How I envisioned it was we were all basically brothers, so I just bicker with all of you like brothers, right? And you're the annoying, snobbish, older, smarter brother, and Brennis is the kind of dumb jockey brother, and Gazo is the parents' favorite who no one can live up to. So we are all kind of God damn it, shut up, Gazo.
Grass is definitely the parents'
Oh,
favorite.
Your patron comes in and saves the day. Of course they do, Graz. Why wouldn't they? So that's how I envisioned that, and now I don't know how we're gonna. We have to plug Alyssa now in, and we'll see how that goes. Like I said, 100%. You broke my quiver. We are forever at odds. No
Sorry,
longer
how'd
can
that
we be
happen?
friends.
How'd that
Well,
happen?
we stuffed the sword into the
Whoa,
quiver,
whoa, whoa!
not realizing you were a
stuffed the
person.
sword into the
Yeah.
quiver.
So it was 100% Brennus's fault. But just so you're aware, I'm gonna
Yeah, I'll
blame you.
take it. I'll take it. It's fine.
No, I'm not blaming you. It's 100% her fault.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you really want to blame anyone, you can blame Rheoman. That's who you can blame.
That's
Mm-hmm.
that's
But
fair.
he's dead, so we killed
Just
him.
saying.
Look,
Yeah.
Alyssa, that's way too metaphysical for Susu. He needs something concrete to blame, or his little head just.
I don't understand the
Sorry.
arcane, and I refuse to start learning now.
I refuse to start learning. That's not anything out of the ordinary for you.
Symbol, that's weird. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and hop off and hit the site unless anybody's got anything else they want to add. We'll look to, what's 2 weeks from today? I don't think I can do 2 weeks from today.
I think that's my
Halloween?
birthday, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's
day
your
after
birthday.
Halloween.
Yeah, and it's yeah.
Wait, is that Friday?
So-
Yeah, that's the day before
Yeah.
your birthday.
That's the first. That's, yeah, it'd be the first.
I
So
don't know,
we're
do
angling
you want to
for-
play on the first, Carly, or do we want to bump it a week?
No, can we bump it a week?
Okay. All
That's
so we'll
okay
shoot
with
for 3
everyone.
weeks.
Yeah. We waited
Yeah.
2 years. I think we can wait
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Okay, thank you.
So I am free on the 8th if we want to pencil in the 8th.
Okay.
Let's do it.
November 8th. Alright, we'll look to play then, guys.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right. Carly, glad you're part of the game. Everybody missed you, loved
Right.
you, had a great
Yeah.
time with you. Looking forward to continue to play. Trey,
Yeah,
thank you
yeah.
so much.
Absolutely.
Trey, thanks,
Hey,
brother.
while we're speaking of
Appreciate
games,
Yep.
Dune.
Oh yeah.
Are we on a Dune hiatus now, and we're doing D&D, or are we gonna do both at the same time? What are we doing?
So
I
yeah,
only
so
do one game every 2 weeks. So if y'all want to go
Okay.
once a
All right.
month or something, I'd be cool with that.
No, we'll just do this until you get bored, and then we'll
Yeah.
switch back to Chris.
Okay.
yeah, so
Okay.
we were kind of on hiatus. I didn't plan on picking it back up at this exact moment. I've also got
Okay.
some other stuff going on.
I got you. I'm
But
just asking. I'm not pushing.
So
No,
good
no, I
game,
understand.
Not to DM at this point, right, Chris?
yeah, so I've got a lot going on at my home game here. So I'm kind of running that right now.
Cool.
So if we've got, I'm all for it later if it drops off or whatever, and possibly picking back up. I still have a story that's there that I think we were playing, but yeah. Anyway,
Nice.
so for now, I think a D&D. We'll just get back into D&D, and if Trey's good with that, we'll go with that.
Alright, that'll work.
And I'll go over the rules. I gotta reread the rules.
Yeah.
That we made up.
Fix my fucking computer. Alright, take it easy,
All right.
everybody. I'll have a good night.
Cool.
All right.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Chris,
Yeah.
real quick
GG's.
question.
night.
Later.
See you guys.
Shoot.
Chris, are you a broker?